Whether you're solving murders during breakfast, cracking cold cases on your commute, or playing amateur detective at bedtime, Amazon Music's got millions of podcast episodes waiting. Just download the Amazon Music app and start listening to your favorite true crime podcasts ad-free, included with Prime.
Every week on the Moth Podcast, you'll hear true stories that will intrigue you, inspire you, and make you laugh.
He said, is there anything in your diet that might be spiking your blood sugar? I said, sometimes I eat pizza until I'm unconscious. He said, I think that might be it.
For real stories live on stage from comedians, astronauts, accountants, farmers, and people just like you, follow and listen to The Moth wherever you get your podcasts.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right, we've all heard that Greenland sharks can live up to at least 272 years, with some older specimens living to be over 400. Meanwhile, the oldest living land animal is Jonathan. That's his name. It's a giant tortoise. The tortoise was born 194 years ago, and bad boy is still alive. Now, for a little perspective, the average lifespan of a dog is about 12 years, depending on the size of the breed, and a cat, anywhere from 12 to 20 years. Now, that said, the world's current oldest living dog is, any guesses how many years old the current living dog is? It's a Chihuahua. His name is Spike. Unfortunately, he's stuck in Ohio.
30.
26 years old.
26.
Yeah, 26 years old. He hit that about 3 weeks ago, I believe. And like I said, he's been in Ohio the whole time, hating his life. Meanwhile, the world's oldest living cat, 31-year-old Millie. She's across the pond in Manchester, England. Now, the average life expectancy for us poor humans is about 76 years for men, 81 years for women. Now, my father is 86. My mother, according to her, is 29 years old for the 54th year in a row. And I'm very, very glad that they've beaten the lifespan odds. But then there's Miles' grandmother, who, as of today, has crossed the threshold into triple digits. She is 100 years old today. So happy birthday, Miles' grandma. Now, not to downplay the accomplishment that she has made, but one Jose Flores, he's a Costa Rican farmer. He's currently the world's oldest living person. He's 119 years old. And from the picture I saw of him, man, he looks like he's in pretty good health. It's weird. Now, look, when this guy was born, Oklahoma had just become a state. Theodore Roosevelt was president, and plastic had just been invented. That's all what happened when this guy, Jose Flores, was born 119 years ago today. Now, today we're talking age, and we're talking age gaps, okay? So you look around your family, some people say, everyone in my family died as young. Okay, we still want to know who the oldest person was. I want to say the oldest in my family made it to 107. Wow. Yeah, died in her sleep. She was in pretty good spirits, the whole nine. That's not the norm, so I'm not thinking I'm going to hit that. And then also, we have pets. Some pets you have longer than others. Sometimes it's sad. Sometimes you can't believe those sons of bitches are still hanging on. But we're talking about all of that today. So today's question, brought to you by our friends at Advanced Hair Restoration, is family, friend, or pets, who's the oldest member of your family, and what's the biggest age difference of anyone that you've gone out with?
To be a part of the big show, call 206-803-ROCK. Like the Men's Room on Facebook, follow us on X and Instagram at Men's Room Live. Send those emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com, and now watch the show live on YouTube at KISW Rock.
Sometimes historic events suck. But what shouldn't suck is learning about history. I do that through storytelling. History That Doesn't Suck is a chart-topping history-telling podcast, chronicling the epic story of America, decade by decade, from the 18th century to the 20th. Original music and immersive sound design accompany us on our storytelling journey. Listen to and follow History That Doesn't Suck, an Odyssey podcast, available now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Whether you're solving murders during breakfast, cracking cold cases on your commute, or playing amateur detective at bedtime, Amazon Music's got millions of podcast episodes waiting. Just download the Amazon Music app and start listening to your favorite true crime podcasts ad-free, included with Prime.
Oh, the Jaws, away we go. Welcome to the 21st Amendment season, episode number 4,573. What a large and a charge program we have for you today. Guaranteed future repeat, the exciting return of Ted versus the FCC. Mike is out of the office, Ted is out of the office. Yeah. Mike, we are looking for someone, anybody in the office today, that maybe can do Ted versus the FCC.
Somebody that we could pull in here to get this done.
We walked up and down the hallway. We saw Phil, the engineer. He's the guy who's in control of all the electronics, the transmitters. Saw him twice. Don't know if he's still in the building or not.
Don't know. I actually made a video earlier. Just, hey, why not? Say thank you to all the hardworking folks here. There was literally no one here except me and Mike.
So what we determined is, for the first time ever, our YouTube video producer, Tim, is going to give his first ever shot at Ted versus the FCC. We are on YouTube now, KISW Rock. You checked out the show there. Yep. Maybe you haven't, but if so, please do. But Tim runs all the graphics. He takes care of all the commercial breaks, the music breaks. He basically does all the producing on the television side.
Not even basically. Show. He literally does all of it.
And that's what he's going to do today. He's going to come in and do Ted versus the FCC.
What do you think his chances are?
I think they'll be okay.
I think it'll be all right.
Yeah, we got an oldie but a goodie. So I brought back one that was kind of a retired one.
All right.
That was a little more difficult for Ted to get through. But I have a feeling that Tim's going to nail it.
What's it about? Is there a character involved?
It is about Shy Shifty Shelly.
Oh, yeah.
She's got a cute runt kitty, Tilly. And she cuts runt Tilly's kitty claws.
Oh.
That's right.
That's very sweet.
They're cutely cut.
That is some kid-friendly stuff there.
Ted versus the FCC is coming up at 4:35 with Tim taking over. And today on the question, we're going to talk about family, friends, or pets, basically your circle of life as you know it.
Yeah.
And who is or was the oldest member of your family? Now, conversely, we also want to know what is the biggest age difference of anyone you've ever gone out with.
Mm-hmm.
Now, on that tip, I want to say maybe, 10 years? In my situation, 11 years?
Is this someone you were with, or how long were you with this person? I guess there's a difference. I have been with someone who was considerably older than me at the time. We were not in a relationship.
Well, that's
the relationship lasted for 45 minutes.
I'm not really talking about you. That is a relationship in my mind.
Okay.
As far as the question is concerned.
I don't know what her age was, and I wasn't going to ask, but I mean, I'm in my 20s. I'm guessing she was in her 50s, so anywhere from 25 to 30 years difference, I guess.
All right.
I mean, I wasn't going to ask.
So that was significant at the time. Well, you know what?
It was very significant at the time, but they say, one, I've always heard, like, don't ask a woman her age. Certainly when she's about to throw you some, and I was curious, like, I'm not going to ask that question right now.
Yeah. Man, it might be more. Because when I was 20 or 21, there was a woman who was like the director of the American Lung Association or something like that.
Yeah. You've told me about her. Yeah.
I'm working in radio. I am at a rock radio station. And I must have been 21 because we went out for drinks. And she was like the director of like Northwest Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
So she handled like 7 or 8 counties. She had people underneath her. She was like the supervisor.
She did.
So, most like a lot of small town radio bullcrap, I am sitting in the parking lot of a Kroger grocery store. I have no idea why. I don't know if like Little Debbie's was there. I have no idea. Those like The Onion. It was a local bad blues band.
Right, all the garbage.
Yeah.
Come get some bullets.
Chance for you to win a Toyota Corolla. Know, all that crap. Sign up to win this. Some BS. Right. But she was there with the American Red Cross or whatever it was. Heart Lung Association. I cannot remember this day. But so she's like, you want to go and get a beer afterwards? I'm like, I would love to. Sure. So we went out and started drinking, and then that escalated into the night. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's exactly what it is. It's the same thing. You're at a bar. The conversation happened. I don't believe that I have a shot of this, and I'm not really trying to make this happen. It was just this cooler, older lady.
Yeah.
Was how the vibe was at first, but then I realized as I've gotten older, because older folks know how to play the more subtle game. Because when you're in your 20s, you're just like, I want some butt, right? But when you get older, you find some more subtle ways of doing this. So I didn't realize Look, she didn't have to seduce me. I already thought she was hot. But again, nowhere in my head
Where did you meet this girl?
This is going to happen. It was a bar in Baltimore.
You just met her at a bar?
Yeah.
Like as customers?
Yeah, we were both customers at the bar. And we were both there with our separate groups of friends. But because we were wild but having a good time. And then they started kind of throwing down with us. You know, the funny younger guys. Shot some pool. Just did all the regular crap you do at a bar if you kind of hit it off with someone. And again, at no point do I think I'm going home with her. And then I went home with her. And I'm like, this is the greatest night of my life. And I will say, at least in my experience up to that point, trying to think how to put this. You know, if you're in your 20s and you're a dude and you're full of testosterone, you are convinced, like, I am a machine in the bedroom. Well, you're not, because there's just so much you don't know. And
Sure.
then I realized there was like this huge learning curve of things that I never expected. Again, just someone older going, oh, do that like that. I'm going to do this. And it's like, my God, this is so much better than anyone I've been with my age. And it's just from experience.
Yeah.
But it changes how you think about things. Then it kind of ups your game, right? Because like anything, the next time you get laid by someone who's roughly your age, like you break out these tricks that this old broad kind of taught you.
Yeah.
And suddenly they think you're amazing. And it's like, I'm not, man.
Now,
I'm just taking what I learned from this, and I'm going to apply it here because it's a master stroke that I did not know existed.
So that woman, later on, ended up marrying, to give you an idea of the age difference, ended up marrying a friend of my stepfather.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Did you go to the wedding?
No.
That's
This was long after I moved downtown. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's still like.
What do you think the age
I did buy a
difference
car
was?
from that guy, though, when I was a kid.
Before he married her?
Yes.
Okay.
About the same time that I was having sex with his now wife.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's kind of cool.
That is kind of cool.
Huh. If I'd known then what I know now.
Full circle. Let's see here. Today's my grandmother's 100th birthday. So she was born, oh God, that would be...
1926.
1926, yes, exactly.
That's the easy one.
She is one of those people where when my grandfather passed away, terrible time for me because he was kind of more of a dad for me. But he was a mailman. He served in the Navy during World War II. Most of his route was a walking route in West Virginia. Typically, the homes are up on top of mountains, complex staircases to get up to the top, slippery, wet, the whole deal. The mail slots were in the door of the homes.
Right.
Instead of being down by the road. So he was a machine as far as being able to, his day-to-day life, carrying a mail bag and everything else was physical. And he was in great shape. I mean, I cannot imagine how many miles and steps he logged in a day.
He should have had an iPhone. I'd be curious to know, like, what did he get? 10,000
Well,
steps?
he had a pedometer?
Pedometer.
Pedometer, yeah. He had a
Is that right?
pedometer.
Pedometer, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm. He had one of those little clicky ones, like the old-fashioned.
Uh-huh.
But he passed on. He was in his 80s, but he passed on quite a while ago compared to how long my grandmother lived, and still is alive. And she typically eats. Have you ever seen the cheese crackers that come in packs of 6? Like you get peanut butter and cheese.
Yeah.
Like my grandmother,
Little red spoon in there.
Yeah, my grandmother eats like just the crappiest food. I mean, she does. I mean, she has some. My mom tries to cook for her, but there's just certain. She's just stuck in her ways.
Yeah.
She's
100. What are you going to tell?
She's probably somewhat diabetic, but man, she just keeps on ticking. She loves processed meats. All the things that they say do not eat.
But
she doesn't. She doesn't smoke or any of that stuff.
Sure.
She's very religious, but she does not. She doesn't flaunt it. She doesn't talk about it.
Yeah.
She just lives that within herself, and she eats like crap. And she's made it to 100, which to me is absolutely amazing.
But that's what are you going to tell her, right? If I lived to be 100 and the doctor told me anything to do, let me reframe. I live to be 100 and the doctor tells me to cut out something unhealthy. But like, Doc, I'm 100. No. If it's like, you got to stop shooting heroin. Like, I'm 100 years old. No. You got to stop eating this or drinking this. I'm 100 years old.
No, she doesn't drink any alcohol. I don't really think she was a nurse for most of her career.
Yeah.
So she kind of like, she has done stuff where my mom has been out of town and my mom will come home and go, hey, Mom, is everything okay? And she's like, yeah, no, I had a heart attack on Thursday, but I feel better now. And she just, eats aspirin and gets through it. Like she knows if anything is wrong with her, she basically knows how to cure it on her own. She doesn't even go to the hospital.
Right.
Like she will have a mild heart attack. She's like, yeah, I had a heart attack on Thursday. And, I'm feeling better now. Today I ate again. And,
I like bear.
I know. My mom's like, what? What are you talking about? Well, I think I had a heart attack. I'm pretty sure my side of my shoulder went numb all the way down my leg. Yeah, she knows.
Right.
So, but she somehow is still alive and ticking, which, I have no shot in hell of making it to 100 years old.
How old was your father when he passed?
He was 77.
Wow.
Yeah, he was young. He was young. I mean,
So-
in my mind, he was young.
Right. Well, the older we get, the younger,
And
older people seem to be.
The thing was, it was like, because it was right before Castle and I went to Vegas, and he had a small bout of pneumonia. But my dad, otherwise, pretty healthy guy.
Yeah.
And so, I was debating, because he was getting increasingly sick, should I go on this trip with Castle to Vegas, or should I try to fly down to Florida? I had just seen him, a few months earlier now. Should I go down there and I'm like, you know what? He's fine. He's healthy. He's going to make it. He's going to fight through this. And I mean, he just went quick. He just went down. So
pneumonia's bad at that. If you're already in the hospital and get pneumonia, it's not good. So all right. So with that said, your grandmother, who's 100 years old, eating her processed bologna.
They're called in that area of the country in Appalachia. They're called nabs.
What are they?
Nabs?
What's called nabs?
A 6-pack of crackers, whether they're cheese, peanut butter. They're called nabs.
So she's eating her nabs. She's 100. That's your mom's side of the family.
Yes.
Your dad passed at 77. Does that hold about accurate with those sides of the family? You know what I mean? So
I think my grandfather in Montgomery was in his 80s.
Because like my father's side of the family, they live a normal lifespan for the most part, and then my mother's side of the family, they just don't die.
Oh,
it's just not going to happen.
Nabs are short for Nabisco.
Yeah.
I was wondering how they got the name. Yeah. Nabs are small cellophane wrap packages of peanut butter or cheese sandwich crackers. The term originated in 1924, 2 years before my grandmother was born.
Yeah, there you go.
Basically what she's lived on. She has a jar of them on the counter at all times. I bet she eats at least a pack of those or 2 a day.
Good for her. It works.
It's
whatever.
It is. Let's talk about the oldest living dog. Before we get to the story, I'd like to, you know what? Both my kids are out of town. I don't care. So, so my daughters, they had a dog, Muffin. And Muffin, God bless her, she lived to be 20 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Muffin just passed over the past weekend. And I knew Muffin well. Muffin was a part of the family. Obviously, my kids knew Muffin for 20 years of their life. My kids are 26 and 25.
Right.
So Muffin was the majority of their life that they knew as children. And Muffin, in time, had gone deaf. She had also gone partially blind.
But she played a mean pinball, Mike.
She did. Muffin's, I'll call her mother and father, they went out of town. They went to Vancouver Island to do kayaking up in Canada. Now, where they were on the western side of the island, which is huge, by the way, you know that, there was no cell phone reception. Back at home, the person that was taking care of Muffin was one of their grandparents, all right? Now, this home in Edmonds has a deck on it, and the deck is about 15 feet off the ground. Below it is a concrete platform. I'm not sure that the grandmother knew that probably not a good idea to let Muffin out on the deck.
A blind deaf dog.
That's correct. So Muffin, alive and kicking at 20 years old. This dog is making it. You know, but you just got to be cognizant, the fact that the dog is deaf and the dog is blind. Well, the railing underneath the deck was probably about 6 inches, of an open gap, so to speak, on the fence line around the perimeter of the deck. And Muffin walked off of it.
Because she's blind and deaf.
And fell onto the concrete pad below.
How far?
15 feet. Muffin is alive. Muffin makes it, all right? My daughter races home to take Muffin to the vet, okay? But my daughter, compared to the vet and their notes and all of the things where they go to the VCA in Linwood, her mother is the one who is the caregiver, who is the owner of the dog.
You're the legal owner of the dog, right?
Who no one can get a hold of because the cell phone service doesn't exist on Vancouver Island in Canada, where they are right now in a kayak. So they just drug the living hell out of Muffin. They don't know, broken back. I mean, apparently Muffin was actually okay. But then I think internally, the results of the fall, things started to happen over the next few hours. And Muffin got progressively worse. And then that's how Muffin passed on.
Now, did Muffin pass, like a quote-unquote, naturally at the vet?
I mean, it wasn't natural.
I mean, it's not natural.
15-foot balcony.
Man. I don't know what I'm saying.
That was longer than Ted fell.
But then
Ted fell 13 feet. Muffin fell 15.
But did they gas her or anything?
I don't know. I don't know the specifics of what happened once they got to the hospital.
And then when did, quote-unquote, Muffin's mother find out that Muffin is now gone?
I think they kept Muffin on some kind of support.
Life support?
So they could finally get hold of her. And then Muffin passed on. So that...
Damn, 20 years, and that's how she died.
20 years, and she falls off a balcony 15 feet onto a concrete pad below. I'm just like listening to the story of my daughter. I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
The life and times of Muffin.
You've got to be kidding me. This is the way this thing comes to an end.
Right.
You know what I mean? This miracle dog for 20 years.
Steps off a balcony.
Steps off a balcony. Like, I'm done. I'm out. Family, friends, or pets, who is or was the oldest member of your family? And what is the biggest age difference of anyone you've, quote, gone out with? 206-803-ROCK.
How We Made Your Mother is a rewatch podcast that looks back episode by episode at the hit TV show How I Met Your Mother. It's hosted by me, Josh Radner, along with series co-creator and my friend Craig Thomas.
Follow How We Made Your Mother wherever you get your podcasts.
Whether you're solving murders during breakfast, cracking cold cases on your commute, or playing amateur detective at bedtime, Amazon Music's got millions of podcast episodes waiting. Just download the Amazon Music app and start listening to your favorite true crime podcasts ad-free, included with Prime.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK from the Pinky's Plumbing Studio. You're in the men's room.
Englishman says he lives with the world's oldest cat, a tortoiseshell, born in 1995, making her 31 years old. Wow. The cat named Millie was first owned by Leslie Greenhoe's late wife, who took her in as a 3-month-old kitten. Leslie told the news agency that Millie's long lifespan is a result of her giving her only natural mineral water for the past decade, alongside lots of treats and cuddles on the sofa. The family for Greater Manchester celebrated her birthday earlier this year, treating her to a bowl full of chicken. I'm very proud she's made it to 31, said the 71-year-old owner. She's a real trooper. I wonder if that mineral water makes a difference.
Maybe.
You know?
I mean, I have no idea, man, but I've never given Rainbow Janet mineral water. And I won't.
I've been buying it to squirt up my nose.
Oh, really?
For my recovery.
Oh, yeah.
But can you drink it, I guess? It's fine?
I guess cats can.
Leslie said her life ambition is to get her in the Guinness Book of World Records, but sadly, he cannot prove her age. Unfortunately, the only person who could do that is my late wife. And the only item of proof he has is an image taken in 1995 of Millie eating out of a bowl that his wife took. A unique story explains how spring water became the cat's drink of choice, by the way.
All right.
So, near to our house, work was being done to the water pipes. And because I'm old and classified as a vulnerable person, they began dropping off Buxton bottled water at my doorstep, which I also gave to Millie. When I turned my taps back on afterward, dirty water came out. So I just chose to stick with the Buxton water, which I've stuck with ever since. She only drinks that and has a diet of salmon, prawns, chicken, and tuna.
She's better than I do.
Millie is around 146 in human years.
Yeah.
I guess, considering a cat's lifespan.
Right. The cat conversion to human years, not a perfect science, but yeah.
Yep. She's very shy. I think that's helped her live a little bit longer. So our question, family, friends, or pets, who is or was the oldest member of your family? And what is the biggest age difference of anyone you've gone out with? 206-803-ROCK.
So far on YouTube, Lisa, I believe, has the longest tenured member of the family. Says my great-grandmother, Margarita. Sounds like a delicious drink. She made it to the ripe old age of 113 years old. Oddly enough, her first road trip was for her 100th birthday when they took her to her hometown in Mexico.
Damn. Okay.
I can't imagine taking a road trip with someone 100 years old. Like, even if I love them, like, there's going to be a lot of bathroom breaks, man. That's all I'm saying. Hello, Doug. Welcome to the men's room. Hello, Doug.
Take us off mute, Doug.
Hola, Gaiolas.
Hola.
How goes it?
Doing well, man. Positive Friday, Doug.
Good. Appreciate you guys' banter and occasionally the good music while I'm out on the boat.
Awesome.
Excellent, man.
So, Doug, who is the oldest member of your family there?
Yeah, sorry, I was waiting for the cue. Oh, no. Age gap.
Oh, okay.
Age gap. 18, when I was 18, loosely dated a 34-year-old.
And how long were you guys doing your thing?
Near a year.
Oh, damn. That's not bad, man.
How did you meet this person?
Court-ordered, I got a neg rec on my 18th birthday.
And what is that?
Negligent driving, reckless driving.
I'm glad I don't know. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Parents would not let me get my driver's license when I was 16. So begged and pleaded to borrow my dad's favorite little truck. Went out totaled it, and ended up having, flooded down, got neg rec, and met her in treatment. Largely, she had like a 1967, 68 pristine Mustang.
Oh.
And she had a sick ride that she let me drive. So there was nothing wrong with her. She was totally cool, but also...
I think she's an idiot. Seriously. You're a negligent driver. I'm going to give you one of the fastest production cars ever made. Great idea.
Yeah.
Great idea.
In my defense...
it was like a fastback or something? Jesus.
It was a sweet ride. In my defense, I wasn't a horrible driver. I was just, driving too fast and too much pent-up excitement for being able to drive on my 18th birthday. Granted, my dad did not forgive me for about 5 years.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, good for you.
16 years, not the biggest.
I know you didn't sweet talk her.
Pulled up a list of just couples with big age gaps.
Okay.
All right? So a lot of people, Michael Douglas, he marries Catherine Zeta-Jones. So like, oh, my God, what a big difference. It's sizable. It's 25 years, but I get where he's coming from. And look, at the time they got together, yes, he was 25 years older than her, but he was still looking good. They've been together long enough that now he definitely looks 25 years older than her. So now Harrison Ford and Callista Flockhart. Age difference, 22 years.
Oh, really?
Weight difference, 940 pounds, because she doesn't weigh anything. Jason Statham, I didn't even realize he's married. Do you know who Rosie Huntington Whitley is? Okay, I've
heard the name.
I've heard the name too, but she's 20 years younger. And they asked her, why'd you marry a guy 20 years older? And she said, look, man, he had a lot of wisdom, blah, 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 blah. That's why they got married, all right? Jeff Goldblum. So he's married to some woman named Emil Livingston. Age difference, 31 years. Don't worry.
See, but that makes sense for him.
For him, because he's always been that guy.
For some reason, he is a lot of women's celebrity crush.
I
don't never understood it.
And he knows it.
He is smooth for whatever reason, man.
He's oddly smooth.
There's a ton of women that find him sexy as hell.
Oh, I've heard it from every woman I've known. Now, Dick Van Dyke, he is married, okay?
Well, he's 100.
So he's 100 years old. So at this point, the age difference between him and his wife, Arlene Silver, is 46 years. So she's 54. He just happens to be 100 years old. And I don't care who you are, when you look at a picture of them together, you're going to laugh just because he looks like he's 100 years old. Bill Belichick and his girlfriend, Jordan Hudson, they're still together, I believe.
I think so.
49 years difference.
Okay.
49 years difference. Then finally, the worst one to me, do you remember Courtney Stodden? We all learned of her.
Oh, yeah.
At the same time.
She was from Washington State, wasn't she?
And she married that guy, the actor, Doug Hutchinson, who was in Shawshank Redemption, a couple other movies. Now, the age difference was 35 years, which is less than Belichick. The difference is, when they got married, she was 16.
That's correct.
And her parents signed off on it. It's like, Jesus, man. I don't know. I'm uncomfortable with that. So, honestly, when I'm looking at this list, it's Bill Belichick who was the biggest age difference at 49 years. Even though Dick Van Dyke is 100 years old, he's still closer in age to his wife than Bill Belichick.
Your kids are almost 16.
Yes.
That doesn't seem right. When you put it in that perspective.
Yeah, if that actor, and I knew who he was, right? If he showed up and he said, Mr. Hill, I would love to marry your daughter, who's 16, will be in November. No. That is insane.
What's the difference on Catherine Zeta-Jones and Michael Douglas?
Catherine Zeta-Jones and Michael Douglas, the age difference is 25 years.
Okay, well, she is 56 years old.
Right. So he's what?
81?
81. He's 81. But and he's starting to look it. But I get it, man. And I mean, they're getting up there. What about, pull up Jeff Goldblum. So Jeff Goldblum and Emil Livingston. I just want to see. It's 31-year difference. I don't know who this woman is, so I have no idea what she even looks like.
And
Emil Livingston. Yes, 31 years difference.
Okay. He is 73 years old.
73? All right. That's for 44, 42, I think.
See, to me,
43,
that doesn't sound too crazy.
It doesn't? Okay, now just pull up Dick Van Dyke and Arlene Silver. Like I said, the pictures, because he's always smiling. He's just like a happy 100-year-old man. And I get it.
oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, right?
Good man.
But she's 54.
And he's 100.
She's 3 years younger than me, and if she said,
Jesus
I'd
Christ,
like you to meet
46-year difference.
And if she said, I'd like you to meet my husband, I'll say, I'm going to introduce you to my wife. You're not going to be shocked by my wife. And then this 100-year-old man walks in and she goes, that's my husband. Like, Jesus, man.
Family, friends, or pets, who is or was the oldest member of your family? And what is the biggest age difference of anyone you've gone out with? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Matthew. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bichola.
Hola.
So who's the oldest person in your family? All right, what do you got?
It's the age gap, and it's both 13 years. One was 13 years and 3 months, and the other one was 13 years and 7 months. The first one I married, and well, that didn't work out. And then the second one, oddly enough, was like 5 years after I got divorced, and I got out with another girl that was 13 years older than me.
How does this happen, do you think?
So, I don't know, actually. I'm not sure. I just know the first time I was at the Hard Rock Cafe in Seattle at a show, and she caught my eye. I went over there, and we did our thing. Oddly enough, it was in her minivan. That should have been a clue, but I was 26 and she was 39, and I ended up marrying her.
Were you in the band that was playing? Or are you there to see a show?
No, I was just there to see a show. Oddly enough, I won tickets on a radio station, and I went there the night before. I was going to go snowboarding the next morning. Well, needless to say, I didn't end up going snowboarding the next morning.
Okay. How long were you married to this lady?
I was together with her for 5 years, married for 3.
And what brought about the end of it?
Oh man,
She got old.
It was one of those. It was one of those things where every time we would go somewhere, it was like, especially if it was like going out to even just a restaurant, and if like a younger waitress was there, like even just ordering food, she would just like get weird, and I not even have to be flirting with her or anything, just any instance of a younger girl being around it was the thing that she would just got jealous, and man, it just stopped.
Okay.
Yeah, if people get jealous and you haven't done anything, that's not a relationship.
See, here's my thing, man. I've always been like this. If there's a really good-looking waiter and he comes over and takes, the order, and, my wife, I can tell, I'll be like, well, you got the better end of the deal tonight.
Yeah.
Like, that's the way I look at it.
I don't care.
I don't either.
It doesn't matter.
I'm glad you find him attractive. I just want to eat.
That's why I'm here.
I don't care. Like,
my
really
wife
do
used
not
to
care.
go to a certain store because she said the guy that sold shoes there was hot. So at that time, she was buying shoes.
Lots of shoes.
A little more frequently.
Right.
But she told me, and I'm like, man, I don't care. That doesn't mean anything. Look, there's a reason why you'll even watch certain TV shows, right? So like Bridgerton was big for a while. I couldn't tell you what the show was about. I know it's a period piece, but the only report I ever got from my wife, ever, about it, she never told me the plot. Didn't matter what the setting was. She's like, this dude is hot. And I'm like, I understand. There's nothing else you need to tell me, man. She had me watch back to Anne Hathaway. She's like, when Devil Wears Prada 2 came out, she said, have you ever seen Devil Wears Prada? I said, no. She goes, it's actually a pretty good movie. It was. Sat down and watched it. She goes, I can't believe you're watching this. I said, because Anne Hathaway's in it. If I were just Meryl Streep, no. But I'm like, I'm going to look at, and then it's about the modeling agency. So like 80% of the women that show up on screen, whether it's a bit part or a major part, they're good looking. Right? I'm like, you understand why I'm on it. It's no big deal. What's the hockey TV show, the 2 gay guys that became the big rage, right?
Heated Rivalry?
Heated Rivalry. So my wife started watching that show, all right? And again, I'm like, is it any good? She's like, I don't know. She's like, the guys are hot. I'm like, well, the characters are gay. She's like, I'm fantasizing. It doesn't matter. Sure. She's like, I don't care. So, like, we're perfectly fine with that. Like, what if the person they don't hire a lot of ugly people on TV. There's a reason for it. Mike, you were saying last night, your wife drags you into the reality TV realm. And
yes,
all
she does.
Are any of the people ugly? Honestly, when you have to sit there and watch these shows, it's Love
Their
Island
personalities make them ugly.
Their personalities are ugly.
Okay, yeah.
But
they do, you know what I mean?
But the Bachelorette, it's like, look, I never watch these shows, but even on the commercials, I'm like, these people are freaking hot.
Yeah.
Who cares?
I think there's like maybe 2 that I've ever seen. Like, why are you here?
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Right. But immediately you notice, like, you got no chance.
Exactly.
Right here.
There's one dude that was ugly and he had a bad personality. Like, what the hell's wrong with you? Oh, my God, he was great. He had this pizza empire.
All right.
And pizza was his whole thing. It was on Long Island. This guy was absolutely... And he had pizza catchphrases that he did all the time.
Oh, my God.
His walk-off, his, shutdown phrase, rest in pizza. And he'd walk away from you.
That was serious.
Rest in pizza.
As a heart attack. That's what this guy would do.
Oh, my God.
He was absolutely not... And he was ugly to boot. He sucked.
Thinking about my 8th grade history teacher, Mr. Probst. We didn't know he was going to retire. We didn't know it was his last year.
All right.
But his birthday was at the end of May. It was a couple days close to when the first day of summer was.
Yeah.
So the last week, and he was always kind of clever in the way he did things. We knew he was older. We didn't know how old he was.
Sure.
But he was planning on hanging it up. So he did an entire week based on the year that he was born, as far as historical things that happened that week that he was born. He was just reminiscing, so to speak. So at the end of it, at the end of that week, they kind of threw a all-school teacher retirement party salute to Mr. Probst. We did not know he turned 86.
Oh, geez.
So he had been teaching that long. We just knew he was an old guy that taught history, an amazing teacher. But it was crazy, man. Just to know, it's why? Everyone's why didn't you retire before? And he said, I like teaching.
His first year that he taught history, only a 2-week course.
Well, he was born in the 1800s.
God, man.
That's what I mean. I was in 8th grade. He was 86 years old.
That is nuts. If you want one thing to make you feel old, and I know my kids don't mean it this way, but this is the way the words come out of their mouth. They'll ask about something historic, as we all did with our parents. My parents, it was MLK, JFK getting to say, where were you, blah, blah, blah. So my son asked me something about the 1900s. I'm like, oh, my God, I feel old. Because to them, it's not the 20th century. That's what we say to make ourselves feel better. It's the 1900s. But when you say it like that, it makes everything sound old. Well, Dad, you were born in the 1900s. I'm like, geez, yes, I was, man. You got to stop saying it like that.
Okay, so when you were born, men landed on the moon.
Correct.
That was a big deal. It's a really big deal.
It's a huge deal.
What else happened? The Woodstock Music and Arts Festival.
Correct.
In Bethel, New York. The iconic concert drew over 400,000 people as a counterculture milestone. There were the Stonewall riots in New York City for gay liberation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sesame Street premiered.
That is correct.
That's cool as hell.
Me and Big Bird, same age, bro.
The Beatles' final album, Richard Nixon was inaugurated. The Manson family murders. Chappaquiddick.
Right.
Edward Kennedy. There was a lot of historical events in the year that you were born.
Well, it wasn't a great decade, as my parents would say, as far as that kind of stuff goes. But yeah, very significant.
Now mine, let's see here. Vietnam War expansion. Kid State tragedy. Ooh, the AFL-NFL merger happened in 1970.
There you go. You're as old as the current NFL league.
Apollo 13.
The one that didn't get to the moon.
A failure. The Beatles break up.
Damn, Miles.
Jimi Hendrix and Janis Joplin both die of a drug overdose.
See, you're born and bad things happen.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Can't get back to the moon. Popular people are dying.
Mike, what were you, 90?
Do it now? Yes.
90. Okay, let's see. Nelson Mandela was freed. There's a positive one.
That's something positive. Against Mike's wishes.
German reunification.
I hated it, man. I stood against it.
Yeah, huge moment.
Iraq invades Kuwait.
I was for that.
The Yemen unification. Manuel Noriega, Panama's leader, surrendered to U.S. forces. The Hubble was launched.
Oh, nice. Oh, keep in mind, it didn't work when they first sent it up there.
That's why I needed glasses.
The first McDonald's ever in Moscow. The World Wide Web came out.
So you're as old as the internet, Mike.
I'm as old.
Madonna released Vogue, and MC Hammer released Please Hammer, Don't Hurt Him.
That's what makes you feel old.
Right.
Like for me, the first men landed on the moon. I feel old. For you, like you're the same age as the internet.
Right. Kennedy was shot the year that my dad was born.
I was 63. 63.
Yep. The day after my birthday of 1963.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Smoking banned on all cross-country flights in the U.S. the year
You're welcome. No, I was healthy on these planes.
It sucks.
I never knew the days of smoking on a plane. It sounds luxurious, though, if you're a smoker.
Nobody really thought about it. I mean, by 1990, people were thinking about it. But
sure.
Like in the 70s when I was growing up, if we got on a plane, you're waiting to take off, everyone had a cigarette in their hand, they're smoking. No one gave it a thought. If you went to a restaurant, everybody was. I mean, your waitress can roll up smoking.
Just know this. If you get into an aircraft, which I have, that still has an ashtray in the armrest,
it's old.
It's before 1990.
Yes, it is.
The aircraft.
Yes.
Some of the puddle jumpers I've been in.
The puddle jumpers, they're going to be old, man.
Exactly. Yeah. Our question, family, friends, or pets, who is or was the oldest member of your family? And what is the biggest age difference of anyone you've ever gone out with? 206-803-ROCK.
Life can feel overwhelming, but you don't have to go through it alone. On my podcast, From the Heart with Rachel Brathen, I share openly and vulnerably about everything life brings us and what we can learn by living with our hearts a little bit more open. Every Friday, a new episode brings you a new story with topics on self-care, motherhood, healing, and more. You are enough, just the way you are. And this podcast is a reminder of that. Follow and listen to From the Heart with Rachel Brathen wherever you get your podcasts.
Sometimes historic events suck. But what shouldn't suck is learning about history. I do that through storytelling. History That Doesn't Suck is a chart-topping history-telling podcast chronicling the epic story of America decade by decade from the 18th century to the 20th. Original music and immersive sound design accompany us on our storytelling journey. Listen to and follow History That Doesn't Suck, an Odyssey podcast, available now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Whether you're solving murders during breakfast, cracking cold cases on your commute, or playing amateur detective at bedtime, Amazon Music's got millions of podcast episodes waiting. Just download the Amazon Music app and start listening to your favorite true crime podcasts ad-free, included with Prime.
Jose Flores, a humble farmer from Costa Rica, famed Blue Zone, is seeking official recognition that can make him the oldest verified man alive on Earth, 119 years of age. Jeez. He may soon rewrite the record books. Jose Flores, a lifelong farmer from the northwestern province of Guanacaste, is at the center of an international effort to verify what could be one of the most extraordinary cases of human longevity ever documented. Now, according to Costa Rica's civil registry, Flores was born July 11th, 1907, making him 119 years old. If international researchers can confirm his age, he would surpass the current recognized oldest living person by more than 2 years, and then in fact become the world's oldest verified living human.
Just looking it up now, they say the oldest currently verified person was Ethel Catherham from the UK. She lived to be 116, so this guy might blow her out of the water.
Experts emphasize that despite the strong documentary evidence available in Costa Rica, Flores still has not yet to be officially recognized by international longevity organizations. The effort to validate him is being led by his family, with support from researchers specializing in exceptional longevity. Historical records reportedly include both his civil birth registration, his baptism certificate from 1907, documents considered essential for proving claims involving supercentenarians, people who reach at least 110 years of age, a gerontologist, Jose Antonio Rabadam, who has studied this guy for years, described him as absolutely extraordinary as far as his case. The available documentation appears highly credible, although the final decision rests with organizations such as the Gerontology Research Group.
Oh, they're hot, man.
They independently validate extreme age claims. Now, until the review is complete, Flores remains a claimant rather than the official recognized world's oldest living person.
But even then, even if they look back and go, you know what, man, he's off by 2 years, he's 117. Still, congratulations.
Mm-hmm. He does live in one of the world's 5 recognized blue zones.
What's a blue zone?
These are regions where people consistently live longer than the average person on Earth.
Oh, really?
Yes. Researchers have spent decades studying Nicoya because residents frequently reach ages above 90 and 100 while maintaining relatively good health. And scientists often attribute this longevity to several interconnected factors, including diets rich in beans, corn, squash, and fresh produce.
I got no hope.
Lifelong physical activity through farming and manual labor.
Yeah.
Strong family relationships, close-knit communities, and a clear sense of purpose later in life. These characteristics have made that peninsula one of the world's most studied longevity hotspots.
Did I say some of the other ones? Or they're just saying this is one of 5?
I'm going to look up the world's blue zones right now.
They said there's, 5 of them?
Yep. Our question, family, friends, or pets, who is or was the oldest member of your family? Also, what is the biggest age difference of anyone you've ever gone out with? 206-803-ROCK.
Just real quick from YouTube, Little Gray Ranger 60 Noise says 17 years between me and my ex-boyfriend. I'm 43, he's 26. We were together for 2.5 years, but I'm officially single as of last Wednesday. He found a 52-year-old retired sugar daddy across town. Okay, he's got a type. Hello, Henry. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey, guys, how y'all doing?
Hola.
Got an oldest family member for you.
Okay.
All right.
All right, it was my grandfather. He was born in 1883, and he died in 1987, 103 years old, but that's nowhere close to the 116 you was just talking about. Holy cow.
Yeah, 103 is still getting it done, man. Was he in pretty good health as far as you remember up until he passed?
Yes, absolutely. Up to his death, he was a farmer. He rolled his own Prince Albert cigarettes, unfiltered.
Of course he did.
Yes, he got on his tractor every morning after the age of 100.
Jesus, man. Now,
Did he still smoke until he died?
He was, and everything he ate was cooked with pure cigar.
I didn't hear what you said. You broke up.
Hello?
You still there?
No filters.
I don't know what's going on with the
Yeah,
phone.
no. Okay.
Yeah, 103, man. That's the odd thing to me about a lot of these people that seem to hit triple digits. They're in pretty good health. Like, oh, so-and-so lived to be 100 and whatever. And like, well, what were the last days like? They were outside walking the dog. Finally just dropped dead of a heart attack, but they all seem somewhat active.
Mm-hmm.
They all either smoke or drink whiskey. I don't know what it is, but it just seems like if you make it to 100, somehow you're just like, F it. I'm living life to the fullest and still in good shape.
Okay, there's more than 5 of these blue zones. I think there are. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now officially there are 6. Okay. All right. So you've got Singapore. That's one of them.
Just the country in general.
One area of Singapore. I don't know.
All right.
Okay. You've got Okinawa, Japan.
Okay.
You have Icaria, Greece. Sardinia in Italy, the island north of Sicily.
I will say we on that cruise we did, we stopped in Sardinia, and just one of the comments we made, and it wasn't like a negative thing, but we go, man, everyone here looks old. And we attributed it to just how much sun they get. Because you can go to Florida, the 35 look like they're 115 years old.
Okay.
I figured it was that. But now that you're saying this, like, okay, I will let everyone know.
Nicoya, Costa Rica, where Flores is from. And Loma Linda, California.
Where is that in California?
Loma Linda. I have never heard of that town in my life. I thought I knew. I thought I'd heard of most towns in California.
Loma Linda,
California is one of the 6 areas in the world where people live on average longer than others.
The city of San Bernardino Valley, 24,000. The only thing I could guess about somewhere like that, because things operate a little bit different in states, right? So a lot of the places that you just named in the blue zones, what they eat and kind of the labor that they do kind of contributes to them living a little bit longer.
Okay.
In the U.S., a lot of times where people live longer, somewhere like the Hamptons, it's because you got money.
Well, but that always, look, it doesn't always work that way.
It doesn't always work that way, but I'm saying, like, typically in states, places where people live a nice long time, it's like, they're also loaded.
I mean, I think in a weird, dumb way.
Or they're
poor. That really hit me when Paul Allen passed. Because I'm like, look, he was not old enough to pass that young.
How old was he?
Okay, maybe in his 60s. Younger 60s, somewhere in there. But whatever it was, like, you would think that if anybody could have the power and the money to be able to get the best care, the best treatment, whatever it takes to fight off whatever you've got, he would be the guy that would be able to do that. And when he passed on, I was like, look, if you got something, man, it's going to take you down. It's just going to take you down.
Yeah, I mean, like, if he couldn't afford the treatment,
That's what
whatever he had.
I realize the Hamptons and all that, but I mean, we're talking about Paul Allen.
Right.
I mean, he could go anywhere in the world to get the very best treatment for whatever was going on with him.
Yeah.
And it did matter.
Yeah.
What family, friend, or pet, who is or was the oldest member of your family? And what is the biggest age difference of anyone you've ever gone out with? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Sean. Welcome to the men's room. Hello, Sean.
Hola. What is going on today?
I don't know.
I don't either. Sean, are you there?
Hey.
Hola.
Okay, we got you.
Well,
How you doing, man?
oh, not bad. Just thinking about my grandma's. One's 87. She was born on Leap Day. She says she's only 13.
Right. All right.
That's my dad, and my mom's is still kicking 95.
Wow.
Damn.
Is that pretty? Do they have siblings that also are lasting that long, or no?
Her brother, Mark and Salvo, were pretty old, but kicked off a little bit ago. His wife's still alive.
How old is his wife, Ish? Is she in her 90s as well?
Probably, yeah, 90-something.
See, yeah, it's impressive right there. I mean, because the truth is, again, in the U.S., the life expectancy for dudes is about 76. For women, it's about 81. So once you cross over that, you're doing all right.
Okay. That's
incredible. And then I guess my biggest age gap was just 2 years. My first girlfriend.
That's not too bad.
Oh, you stick right with the same age women?
Pretty much.
Okay, all right.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, I find that fascinating.
I mean, I generally did. You just every once in a while.
I'm just saying, like, just circumstantially for that to happen as an adult. You know, like, I understand if you're going in school, you're dating people who might be the same grade as you.
Sure.
But after that, once you reach, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s.
It's just what's out there.
It's just a matter of, like, did you meet someone you like? Are they nice? Do you want to hang out with them? That's pretty well it. I mean, seriously. Family, friends, or pets, who is or was the oldest member of your family? What's the biggest age difference of anyone you've gone out with? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Pat. Welcome to the men's room.
How you doing?
Hola.
Hola, bitch, hola.
Hola, Pat.
So what do you got for us? Hello. Jesus Christ. Is it us?
I don't know what's going on today.
What is going on? Is it the phone?
Pat, are you there?
Hello, Pat. Hey, Pat, try to give us a call back.
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
I do not know what's going on. I mean, it's been every phone call.
This has been unbelievable.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
What the hell? It's like everyone that's calling. I'm 200 and I've never used a phone. That's the way it seems to be. Good God. All right. So we're doing this question today because your grandmother turned 100 years old today.
Correct. Yeah.
Is she, as far as you know, the longest tenured, I'm sure the oldest person in your family alive right now.
Yeah.
But as far as it all goes, like even looking back, is this older than...
Yeah, because most of the people in West Virginia worked in the coal mines.
Right.
So that
doesn't help.
They died pretty early. I mean, just black lung, everything else.
Which
Lifestyle.
is making a comeback. Did you see that?
No.
Oh, yeah, seriously. I saw that yesterday. It was like black lung making a comeback. And the way they do the headline is like you're excited for that. Like, this is not the return of the Beatles. This is black lung. Nobody wants black lung. So I click on the article, specifically West Virginia.
Is it?
Yeah, specifically West Virginia. Yep. All right, let's try Pat again. Hello, Pat. Welcome back to the men's room.
Hello, can you hear me this time?
We got you.
All
there.
right.
All right, wonderful. I'd like to just give a shout out for my grandma. She was 101 years old. She just passed away 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Wow, man.
So the funeral hasn't even happened yet.
No, sir.
Now, is she old enough where typically people of that generation request burials? So is she going to be buried?
That my mom and my aunt are taking care of, so I don't know that as of yet.
Okay. All right.
And was this,
Yeah.
when someone's 102 years old, it sounds ridiculous to ask, was it a shock to get the news? But was she in decent enough health that you were kind of surprised or not at all?
No, not at all. She was really healthy up until about 5 years ago, and then she started declining and her mental health started to go. But she was a wonderful woman. She was a Rosie Riveter during World War II.
Nice.
Yeah. So to Grandma Dot, miss you and love you.
Well, hey, man.
Guys.
You got it, man.
That's awesome.
Even if it was 5 years ago, you started going downhill, that means you were 97.
I feel like
when there was a discernible sign that something.
I feel better. Like even with my grandmother right now, if whatever she passes, I'm going to be like, wow, what a life. It's not, it's not going to be one of those things where, yes, I will be sad. Yes, it will be a terrible time, but at the same time, I'll be like, you know what, man. No one did it like she did it, and
right.
It lasted that long, and enjoyed herself. The problem with my grandma is that and it's sad when she talks about it because she's like, her birthday's today. All of her friends are dead,
right?
And they have been for a decade. Like it's not, for the most part, like all the people that she knew from church, they're no longer there. She does know their children,
but that's not
who
the
are
same.
in their 70s,
right?
Or there's seriously, they're children because at that time people were having kids and getting married when they were 20.
Yeah.
So she's 100 years old. So it's not unusual for an 80-year-old woman to crawl into her house who is her friend's daughter.
Yeah.
And bring her a cake or something like that, which is just to me. Have those people, even the children of her friends.
They're at the age where they're about to die. I want to say it's the first time I got like kind of a mental bitch slap. And it was my great-grandmother. I'm still a child at this point. And she lived to be like 101 or something. And I loved her, but she was just terrifying, man. I can't, one, she had green eyes, all right? And so when she looked at you, it just felt piercing, but also because she was super old and I'm super young. It felt weird, but she was very loving and all that. But as a little kid, I was always so impressed that she was living as long as she had lived. And I remember telling her this. She's drinking tea or something. I'm drinking a Coca-Cola, and it's just me and her sitting in the living room. And I was always excited to see him because we moved around a bunch when I was a kid, so it's not like I grew up around extended family. So when we went to visit, it was always a big deal, and she was super happy to see me and my brother. So just at that age, I could not believe, I want to say she was like maybe 98 at this point. And I just it just blew my mind. And I'm like, you're 98, you still talk, you still do things. And she looks at me and she goes, it's not all good. And I was like, yeah, but you're 98 and you're alive. From a kid's point of view, if you're alive, everything's good. She goes, keep in mind, she had 10 children. Okay. And she looked at me and she said, I have seen 8 of my children die. And it just, as a kid, I'm just like, oh my God, right? You would never even think this. Because I've never even met these other 8. I knew my grandmother and my grandmother's sister, quote unquote, my Aunt Maud, because we had the same birthday. But I remember she hit me with that. And you could tell she was sad saying it. And she didn't go on about it, but she just made that statement. And it really, to this day, I remember that. Like, Jesus. I can't imagine. Everyone says you never want to outlive your kid. You got 10 of them, and 8 of them, 80%. And keep in mind, it's not like they died in accidents. They died of old age. She's just still here, man.
Family, friends, or pets, who is or was the oldest member of your family? Also, what is the biggest difference of anyone age-wise, of anyone you've ever gone out with? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Danny. Welcome to the men's room.
Dudes.
Hola. Hola.
So, anyway, the way the story goes is that my mom, who I visit every day, is 96. Okay, and that's pretty common in her family. Her mother lived to be 101, and we're of Irish descent, which means we have lots of kids. Okay, my mom herself had, believe it or not, 5 kids in less than 8 years. Okay,
jeez.
I'm right in the middle, and on my dad's side, there were 8 kids, but my mom. We can't say last man standing because she's my mom. But of all the siblings, she is the one that is left of the 5 on one side and 8 on the other. And,
it's always a female.
But you said they all live to kind of get up there in age?
Yeah. The thing is that she's starting to get a little sketchy. But you know what? She still enjoys her memories and her time, and she says that one thing at night, geez, God, make me a better person today than I was yesterday. And that's the type of a blessing she is.
Okay. I feel like at some point even God would be like, I've run out of ideas.
Yeah. That's one thing you know right away about being a dude. You're not going to be the one that lasts the longest in any partnership you're in, as far as the very end of the finish line.
It's like a 5-year difference as far as the average life expectancy goes. We're done at 76 in theory. Women are done around 81.
Yeah.
Right? And my dad, he'll be 86 next month. My mother just turned 29 last week for the 54th year in a row. So 54th year in a row. I'll let you do the math on that. She said, why do you always give out my age? I'm like, because you earned it. You've earned the right to give your freaking age when you've lived 83 years, Mom. It's been 83 years.
Family, friends, or pets, who is or was the oldest member of your family, and what is the biggest age difference of anyone you've gone out with? 206-803-ROCK.
Every week on the Moth Podcast, you'll hear true stories that will intrigue you, inspire you, and make you laugh.
He said, is there anything in your diet that might be spiking your blood sugar? I said, sometimes I eat pizza until I'm unconscious. He said, I think that might be it.
For real stories live on stage from comedians, astronauts, accountants, farmers, and people just like you, follow and listen to The Moth wherever you get your podcasts.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Pinky's Plumbing Studio, you're in the men's room. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK.
Exciting return of Ted versus the FCC coming up at 4:35 right after emails on our question. Family, friends, or pets, who is or was the oldest member of your family? And what is the biggest age difference of anyone that you've ever gone out with? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Josh. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bicholas.
Hola. All right, Josh, so is it old person or relationship?
Relationship. I'm currently dating a gal that's 16 years older than me.
16, and how old are you?
I am 30.
Okay. All right. How long have you been with this particular gal?
8 months.
All right. Is it going strong? Do you feel, are there red flags and you're here for as long as it's going to be fun, or does it seem like things are going along well?
Going on along well. I moved in kind of 2 months.
Oh, damn.
Fast in the beginning. Moved in together, and it's going well.
How did you guys meet?
A lifestyle game night.
Lifestyle game night.
Come on, man. You got to
What
give
the
us
hell
more
is
than
that?
That's not vague.
I'm a swinger.
Oh, all right.
All right.
Yeah, just
Okay.
say that. All right.
I'm
so
a swinger.
Do you guys
How
still,
could you be a swinger when you're by yourself, dude?
But wait, do you still swing, or are you guys exclusive to each other, or what?
No, we go to events.
Okay.
Okay. So you have different partners all the time, then?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But what was it about each other that you determined, all right, we got all this ass around us, but for whatever reason, we just connect?
She thought I was 40.
She thought you were 40.
So do you look older?
I guess, yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's either personality or looks. That's right. It's one of the two things. If I tell her, I thought you were this age, it's either because you look that way or you act that way, right? That's about it. Hello, Casey. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bichola.
Hola.
My great-grandmother lived...
How We Met Your Mother is the How I Met Your Mother rewatch podcast with me, Josh Radnor, and series co-creator Craig Thomas. Follow How We Met Your Mother wherever you get your podcasts.
To be, brace yourself, 108 years old.
Damn. Was she a nice woman, I hope?
She was a very nice woman.
Okay, good.
And the funny or weird thing about this, normally twins will live about the same. Her twin sister died in her mid-80s.
That is odd.
And yeah, and Grandma May just kept going. The thing that's really funny about her story, though, when she got to be 99 years old, my grandfather, her son, didn't want her to be by herself in the house and got her a Rottweiler puppy. I'm sure you can see where this is going.
Okay.
The puppy did what puppies do. He got excited. He ran a lap around her, and that leash kind of tripped her, and so she fell and broke her hip. She had lived at home by herself until then. Gets the new hip, spends 6 months in a care facility, gets home. They set her up with a home health nurse. 2 days after she gets home, my grandfather comes over to greet her, make sure she's doing okay. He brings, quote, the darn dog. And long story short, repeat of the first incident.
Are you kidding?
And no, I'm not. She broke the other hip. And
so she took the
went
dog
into
for a
care
walk, and the dog jerked her again on the leash?
It was her and Grandpa went to walk in the garden, and they brought the dog with them, and there was a squirrel, and things happened.
Jesus.
Yeah. So.
Do you think the dog has any idea what it's done?
No, but it was made very clear that the dog needed to be anywhere but anywhere near her after that. So she had another recovery in a care facility and then went home. And aside from having a home health nurse come check in on her, she lived on her own and was completely lucid until 108. And she just went to sleep one day and didn't wake up. It was her time.
All right, now I'm curious. When someone passes at that, so you go to sleep, you don't wake up, which at 108 is not out of the realm of possibility. What did they say the cause of death is? Because look, I'm not
old age.
I would just say they died because they were alive for 108 years leading up to that. But did they give a cause of death?
You would think, yeah, they do actually. She had a heart attack in her sleep.
All right.
So her cause of death was cardiac arrest.
What was her origins? What was her
heritage?
Heritage, yeah.
She was French Canadian, English, and something else. I don't know her full heritage.
Okay. Was she like a wine? Was she like a wine drinker? Was there anything specific about her? Was she a vegetarian?
No, she loved steak and whiskey.
Okay.
But I think to that staying active late into life, she was always out in her garden. And all of the vegetables she ate, she grew herself. So I'm sure that part of her lifestyle did her a lot of favors.
I bet it did.
I guarantee it, yeah.
Because I keep looking. These blue zones we were talking about earlier, people try to adapt their life based on the principles of these areas.
Okay.
So that they can live longer.
What are the general principles?
Eating a primarily plant-based diet, monitoring your calorie intake, including intermittent fasting.
I think if you're eating a plant-based diet, your calorie count is a lot lower.
Avoiding alcohol entirely or drinking in moderation. And when you do drink, you're primarily drinking red wine.
Sure. Okay.
Embracing a sense of purpose in their lives. So you're there for a reason.
Yeah.
Spiritually, whatever. Following a daily lifestyle that encourages natural, vigorous movement. Adopting, exactly.
Yeah, I was saying, dude, I got that.
Adopting some form of daily stress relief, whether that's yoga, meditation,
the one and the
masturbation.
same. Yeah.
Incorporating religion or spirituality in their lives. This one they say is important. Establishing stable and extended family structures. So young and old relatives living together, spending more time together, communicating, being a part of their lives, and sharing that joy of all the generations.
But then I'm picturing the idea of my parents moving in while my kids are still in the house, and that sounds terrible. I don't think I would make it long. I think I would die in about 2 weeks.
Well, but the thing is, you're
less
likely to come home hammered. All right, if you've got a grandchild you need to take care of, or you've got a grandmother who's living there, like something like that, where you do have responsibility outside of just yourself.
So you're alive and you're healthy and you're not having any fun. That is the way I'm interpreting it.
Well,
I got my plant-based diet.
Yeah.
I got all my family around me. Obviously, I have additional responsibilities because the family's there. So
if your great grandmother lives with you and you come home Sunday afternoon hammered after watching NFL football, if it's your job to cook dinner or whatever the deal is, she's not eating.
Correct.
So,
Yeah, it makes sense, right?
Yeah. So I guess it helps keep you healthy.
Okay, I'm not going to live long.
Family, friends, or pets, who is or was the oldest member of your family, and what is the biggest age difference of anyone you've gone out with? 206-803-ROCK.
Yeah, but you knew that, Steve.
I knew that, but I was like, all right, maybe there's something I can glean from these Blue Zone people, and everything they stated kind of sucked. But I mean,
so lame.
It's good stuff. It is healthy stuff. I would encourage anyone to do it, but I won't do it. Do as I say, not as I do.
There you go.
Hello, Joe. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, picholas.
Hola.
Happy Friday. Positive Friday.
Thank you. Very positive Friday. Yeah, we're talking about old people dying.
Well, I am a caregiver, and his name is Donald, and he's 97 now. And I'm here for you, Thrill, because he only eats bologna sandwiches with American cheese.
Attaboy. Mustard? Does he use mustard or mayonnaise?
What?
Mustard or mayonnaise?
He likes Miracle Whip.
Okay.
There's the miracle. There it is.
White bread? Is it white bread?
Yeah. White bread all the way. And then he loves chili dogs.
I like this guy.
Does he put cheese on it? Sounds like my grandfather. That's what I'm asking.
He's a Vietnam vet. And, that's what he every morning it's the same sandwich. Egg, bologna, American cheese on white bread, and he's happy as a clam.
Good man.
And how is he doing mentally and physically?
He's starting now to decline, but he was an avid gardener up until
why?
Last year.
Would he just give away the vegetables?
Something to do.
Right.
He had goals. He wants to be 100, but unfortunately, I don't know that he's going to make it because he's sleeping a lot and he's starting to get confused. So it's day by day now.
Okay. All right.
How long have you been his caregiver?
A long time. I started out with his wife, and then she passed away at 92, and now I'm still there with him, and so I've been there probably 10 years.
Oh wow!
See, I think when I get that age, and I'm dealing with that, I think shower day is going to be my favorite day. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
No.
gosh, yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, now I kind of forgot what I was going to say. But,
I know. Is it shower day?
All right. Let's go.
Yeah.
But anyhow, he wants to be 100, but I don't know if he can make it. But we're trying. I'm trying.
Okay.
He doesn't have any family except for a nephew over in Omak. So basically, his wife kind of adopted me as her daughter, but not officially. And he has done the same because he barely sees the nephew maybe once a year.
Okay. How old is the nephew?
67.
Yeah. All right. God, that's the weird thing. You know, you say nephew or something, you always picture a child. And I'm like, if you're almost 100, your nephew has got to be an older man.
Yeah. Omak, where Jim Small has a trailer park.
Is that where his trailer park
Yes,
is?
it is.
I like Omak.
Stink City, man.
Stink City.
Got it. Yes.
That's not Omak. That's the bathroom here.
That
That's
was
just
him.
a quote from Jim.
Family, friends, or pets, who is or was the oldest member of your family? And what is the biggest age difference of anyone you got out with? 206-803-ROCK.
I flushed as fast as I could.
Stink City, man.
Wait, were you the reason he said
Yes.
Stink City?
Yes. So I had, because, Mike doesn't courtesy flush. It always smells like a petting zoo. Whenever I walk in there, Mike's in there. So I was testing the theory. So it hit water and I hit the flush button.
And he still walked in.
walked in. Ooh, Stink City, man. Like, God, got it, Jim.
Was anyone else notice this in your life?
My wife.
The smell of your
Oh,
almonds?
yeah. My wife has to live with it.
Okay, all right.
I'm not proud of it, Miles.
Okay, well,
bragging.
I would be. I just do it with the door open.
I don't know why it is the way that it is. I wish it wasn't. It's disturbing.
Hello, Nick. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, fellas.
Hola.
So, my great-granddad made it 2 days shy of his 100th birthday.
2 days shy. What a bummer.
And if you would have asked him, he would have liked to gone about 10 years earlier than that.
Oh, really?
No.
He was one of those types, huh?
Is it just because of ailments?
He's like, why am I still here?
Well, I know people like that. I mean, I really do. I have.
They're unhappy.
Yeah.
But they're still alive, And I mean, but I'm not saying like at 40. I mean, like in their 90s, like, I don't know what else to do. I told you there was a woman years ago. They did an interview with her. She lives in like Siberia, some hardcore place where living is not
Oh, I
easy.
saw this.
And she's like 100 and some years old. But anyway, this reporter, kind of like your dad or granddad here, they were like, hey, it's amazing that you lived this long. What's your secret? And she looked miserable. She goes, this is a curse. I should like, damn.
Right.
Okay.
Everybody I know is dead. I don't have any friends left.
And she lives in
I'm in
Siberia.
pain. I gotta go to the doctors all the time.
She was still active, though. That's what's crazy. She just hated it. So, was he still in pretty good shape up until he died?
He was starting to lose the mind a little bit towards the end, but I mean, he was he grew up as a laborer and a farmer, a hardworking dude his whole life. Like, definitely, you had to tell that guy to go inside and sit down. He'd be out there mowing his lawn at 95.
What was his diet? What were the foods that he liked?
He was a steak and whiskey man.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
I think he only quit chewing Redmond at 90.
Really?
God damn.
Jeez.
Yeah, the doctor told me it might affect my health.
Yeah.
Right.
I guarantee
I told him, I was like, why are you stopping now, man? You made it this long.
Yeah, honestly. I mean, that's definitely my perspective. Like, after a certain age, and I understand doctors will recommend beneficial things for you to do, but once you hit your 90s, like Doc, I know you're right, but don't waste my time.
I'm going to have a daily cigarette. I really am. Like, I'm just going to be like...
Smoke 3 packs a day?
No, I'm just
going to care.
Yeah, exactly. If I make it to 90, I'm just going to have a cigarette every day and enjoy myself.
I might try heroin.
I'm going to do whatever I want to do, because it doesn't matter.
I'm 90.
Yeah.
And according to your thing,
could happen
I
any
should have been
second.
gone like 14 years ago. I'm still here, man. Yeah.
Family, friends, or pets, who is or was the oldest member of your family? And what is the biggest age difference of anyone you've gone out with? 206-803-ROCK.
What are you holding on to?
Hello, Mike. Welcome to the men's room.
What do you want to know?
What do you got? You got a pair of slacks?
So, you know what? My great grandma, she lived to 104, and I give you just a quick backstory. They moved from the East Coast, came out to California, started a ranch, and great grandpa decided he's going in the Army. This is World War I.
Jesus.
And Yeah, and peeled out. Left her with 4 kids. She was all for it.
Get out.
And she ran the ranch until he came back, and they still kept going, sold everything off. She was the you want to talk about a badass? That's Delphi. Yes, Delphi Hopkins, I tell you.
104 years old. That's something. That is. That's amazing, dude. That really is.
Well, I asked her, you'll sit in a rest. She taught me how to drive when I was 13 in her big-ass Cadillac in Santa Barbara. After everything was done.
That's crazy.
Some of that sounds very apropos. And I don't my grandfather, he had a big-ass Cadillac as well. Like, it was his pride and joy. But then all of his friends that were the same age, if they would come over when we were visiting, it was like a Cadillac showroom. I mean, just like all of them. Yeah, it was Cadillac. And that's so when they had the spoked wheels, man. And when I was a kid, I'm like, I want one of these. Like that. It was white with the maroon top. Damn.
Who is or was the oldest member of your family? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Clay. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola!
Hola!
Right now, so I echo a little bit.
Okay.
My wife is 23 years younger than me.
How old are you?
We were married in 2022.
Okay. How old are you?
I met her, and this is not an endorsement because I couldn't find anybody for the longest time. I met her on Match.com.
Well, a million people use Match.com, man. Internet dating is kind of a thing now.
Well, anyway, yeah, I don't know because I'm 63.
Oh, you're 63.
I don't
Okay.
even know what a thing is. I've just been listening to you guys for a few days, and this is my first call in.
Oh, nice. Okay. So she's, she's in her 40s?
Well, she was 36 when I met her, and she'd been married twice, both to guys her age, and both of them she didn't like because they didn't pay attention to her the right way. And I've been married 3 times, and, I can't even go into what the bad story I have. One of them fell in love with a woman at work. One of them just disappeared one day.
What do you mean? Your
the other
second
one
wife
went
just
to get massage.
your second wife just disappeared.
She just vanished. We sent the police looking for her. 2 weeks later, we found she moved to Nebraska and not told even her family.
Well, how did you find her in Nebraska?
The police, a friend of a friend.
Okay. And did you ever...
They said they couldn't say what happened to her. They said it wasn't foul play, but a friend of a friend said, yeah, she moved in with a guy she met online.
Oh, okay. And what did you say about the third?
And my last wife, listen to this. This is the ultimate insult. She went into massage and happy ending massage.
Oh.
So I divorced her right away.
How long had she been doing that before you realized that's what she was doing?
She started bringing home huge fistfuls of cash. She was doing massages, and she said, I'm not making any money. And then she got in contact with some bad people. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Did she ever do that for you?
Yeah.
Well, when we first met, it wasn't bad, but I don't want to talk about her. She ended up stalking my wife and I, and we had to get a restraining order against her.
What a jerk.
Hey-oh. I'll be honest, if he had a Lifetime movie, I'd watch it.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Ted versus the FCC is on the way. We've got your emails coming up next from the men's room at KISW.com.
Life can feel overwhelming, but you don't have to go through it alone. On my podcast, From the Heart with Rachel Brathen, I share openly and vulnerably about everything life brings us and what we can learn by living with our hearts a little bit more open. Every Friday, a new episode brings you a new story with topics on self-care, motherhood, healing, and more. You are enough, just the way you are. And this podcast is a reminder of that. Follow and listen to From the Heart with Rachel Brathen wherever you get your podcasts. Life can feel overwhelming, but on my podcast, From the Heart with Rachel Brathen, we're in it together. Every Friday, a new episode brings you a new story with topics on motherhood, wellness, self-love, and more. Listen to From the Heart with Rachel Brathen wherever you get your podcasts.
Whether you're solving murders during breakfast, cracking cold cases on your commute, or playing amateur detective at bedtime, Amazon Music's got millions of podcast episodes waiting. Just download the Amazon Music app and start listening to your favorite true crime podcasts ad-free, included with Prime.
We return to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Ted versus the FCC coming up momentarily, but first time for a few emails to the men's room at KISW.com.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
Got a few from our question on age. Guys, my dad is 95, turning 96 this year. Still drives and is completely independent. By the way, I'm 54. I don't know how comfortable I would feel about my 95-year-old father or mother driving.
I wouldn't. Actually, I don't know, man. My dad's 86, and he's just a badass behind the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
That is, but that said, 4 years when he's 90.
Yep.
And just having that conversation, like, Dad, I know you're a good driver. You're also 90 years old. Just don't.
Do you think he'll ever give up driving?
Only in Oregon.
In Oregon, yes, because they'll steal the rest of his ass. But otherwise, I don't think so.
What does he drive now?
They have a Jeep. Oh, what is it?
A Grand Cherokee or something?
It's a Jeep Grand Cherokee. Thank you. It's from 2005. And to give you an idea of this Jeep Grand Cherokee, he got a lifetime warranty when he bought it. All right. And he keeps his cars
He's
pristine.
had that car. He's had that car that entire time.
And they never believe him. So when he takes it in, because he still gets in to get his oil changes and all that thing. And it says every time he goes in, they don't believe it's 2005. He has to show them all the crap. And they're like, oh, my God, you keep it pristine. If you know my dad, that's almost insulting to say to him. He's like, why wouldn't you? Right? So he does that anyway, but he has offers from Jeep heads that want to buy it from him. Because I don't know what's different about that one from whatever it is now.
Okay.
But there's something about it. And some of these Jeep heads are like, sir, I will give you whatever amount of money for 2005. Yeah.
Guys, I had a client I called my national treasure. When she passed away this past March, she was 103 and a half. She came to me for about 15 years to get her fingers and toes done. Always red because her boyfriend, Billy, loved her red nails. That from Rose in Tacoma. Guys, I saw part of an interview with Neil deGrasse Tyson once where he talked about how, after thousands of years, we've only increased our life expectancy by about 5 years on average. And people back then were technically eating and drinking and breathing healthier than people do today. So all those little lifestyle choices don't really make a huge difference, according to him.
It's probably genetics overwhelmingly.
Yeah. When it's your time, it's your time.
As far as gap in age, I was 24, 25. She was 52.
All right.
So doubled up there. Guys, I've always liked the older fellas. My husband is 10 years older than I am. Dated a guy in my 20s that was 18 years older. Older dudes is where it's at.
Who's that from?
I don't know.
Doesn't matter. I like you.
Yeah.
Unless she's 60, in which case I don't play.
You're almost 60.
I know I'm almost 60.
17 years between me and my ex-boyfriend. I'm 43. He's 26. We were together for 2.5 years. But I'm officially single as of last Wednesday. He found a 52-year-old retired sugar daddy across town. He found a 52-year-old retired sugar daddy across town. Okay. Oldest was my great-grandma, 93. Dad passed at 84 2 years ago. I was seeing a woman 9 years older than me at 23, 9 years younger at 30. Guys, I'm 61. My wife is 33. 28-year age gap. We get harassed all the time. Had the police called on us last week at Silver Lake in Everett. My wife was in a bikini looking a little too hot. I don't believe that you're going to get arrested for wearing a bikini in a lake.
No.
What actually happened there?
Right, exactly. You did not get arrested because
We
you're
almost
too
got
hot.
arrested. Yeah, she almost set the woods on fire. 31-year difference. Only for a date. Fun deal, but just got kind of weird after a bit. I'm 33. She was 64. That was from Coon. Guys, I want to give a shout out to my grandmother. She just passed away last Wednesday, 101. Go to miss you, Grandma Dot. Here's another. Ola for the question of the day. Wonderful Grandma Baba passed away last year at 107. She was Japanese and was the sixth of 9 children, outlived all of them. We just got back from a great trip to Japan to honor her life and her artwork. And one more from the question. Guys, my grandma lived through 3 centuries, from the late 1800s through the early 2000s. Damn. She definitely saw a lot of innovation during her lifetime. Age-wise, this is kind of funny. She got no tickets, but repeatedly got stopped for speeding. She reluctantly stopped driving at 95. My grandma died on her 103rd birthday, and I would not be surprised if it was at the exact moment she was born 103 years earlier. She was absolutely lovely. Happy Friday and cheers. That from Holly. All right, time for a couple birthdays brought to you by Men's Room Roasted Red Salsa from San Juan Salsa Company.
Dip responsibly.
Ola Macholas. Today is our son Kevin's 15th time around the Skylamp. He's been crushing it on playing center on the high school football team.
Nice.
He wrestles and competes in track and field, all while maintaining excellent grades. His next challenge is driving. So could you have Goofy share some pointers on driving and what he can expect? Love the show and rock on, bitches. That from Kevin's very proud mom and dad.
Well, gosh, you sound like a big old boy if you're playing center and wrestling. But yeah, you got driving covered on this. And old Goofy would just tell you this. Even though you're not going to want to, just follow the rules of the road. Also understand, of course, the car can go faster than the speedometer says, but you don't need to prove it. Stay in your lane. The rearview mirror ain't going to kill you. And, son, if you're driving in the left lane on I-5, go faster than the people on the right side of you.
Oh, God. All good advice. Let's see. Bitches, today is my husband, Scotty G's 43rd birthday. Been through a lot this past year. Some amazing moments, some absolutely awful, and everything in between. I wouldn't want to do it with anyone else but him by my side. So here's to the future with many adventures to come and a lifetime of love and laughter. You're the best and most handsome. So can I get a hippo fart? I'll cut that bitch off. And the captain giving advice on rocking the boat at 43. Thanks, you guys rock, and we listen to your show every day. Lots of love. That from Laura.
Cut that bitch off. Next caller.
Ooh, well, ahoy then. Happy birthday. You know, the old Capitan knows a thing or two about rocking the boat. In fact, the mascots referred to the SS Guppy as the throat boat, the nip ship, and the stiff skiff. And, of course, we all know it as the naked wrestle vessel. Oddly enough, my ship earned all those nicknames when I, too, turned 43. Crunch berries.
But, Charles, I'm going to go for my 45th trip around the sun today. Can I get some turtle sex? And Al hitting the window. And the captain telling me about Strawberry Shortcake's 45th birthday party. Maybe a couple of thrill gets. And in honor of football being here, maybe a Ray Lewis. You guys are awesome. I appreciate listening to you every day. You always make me laugh. Rock on, bitches. That from James in Milton.
Snap a picture of yourself.
Ooh, well, ahoy there. Yeah, it was on Strawberry Shortcake's 45th birthday that we find out that she's really likes the cocaine, the Bolivian marching powder. She really enjoys getting face deep in a pile of China white yayo. But that's what we started calling her Strawberry Snort Cake. By the way, most people don't know this. She had to have reconstructive neurosurgery, Miles, because she did too much blow. And then there's her friend Apple Dumpling. You didn't hear it from me, but that Apple Dumpling is a freak in the sheets. Crunch berries.
Guys, it's my mama's 46th birthday. Maybe she gets some words of wisdom in her romantic endeavors by the Dirty German. And a fish sandwich, please. And thank you, that from Allah.
$2 get a fish sandwich?
Yeah, if you want to hear something about getting what you need in the bedroom, make it simple. Look the man in the eye and just go for the pants. You will never go wrong. The way to a man's heart is through his pants, by the way.
Gentlemen, today at 4:15 local time, I made my 50-second orbit around that hot-ass star in the sky. For my birthday, I will be taking my first ever mushroom trip tomorrow with an experienced friend to perhaps help with my PTSD, since available studies show it's quite promising to that end. So to celebrate today and prepare for tomorrow, I'd like to get a Leroy Jenkins, a big old bong rip, the bell you guys play whenever you advance the show number, and in lieu of Coach Ted, any or all of you guys prepping me for that shroom trip I'm going to take tomorrow. Also, for whoever picks up for Ted versus today's FCC, good luck. Sausage and beer, that from Dennis.
Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins.
And what else do you want?
Bong rip.
Oh, the bong rip, yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, about the mushroom trip?
Yeah.
Oh,
You know what?
hey, listen, man. I'm just going to tell you right now. Just don't freak out. You're in complete control. Just enjoy every single thing that you see.
Also-
Why are you smiling so much? Because you're tripping on shrooms. Everything's cool. Even the a-holes in your life somehow seem nicer. Or because they're a-holes, you're just going to find them funnier.
I'd also get something to drink. Make sure you got like a lot of Gatorade or a lot of water or whatever you need.
Oh,
on
you'll
hand.
ask for that.
Hopefully there'll be a place, if you need to, where you can go walk around your neighborhood. There's a trail. There's anything like that to get out of the house, because sometimes you kind of feel trapped inside. So it's always good to be able to go outside. So have an escape plan if you want to get out and enjoy nature and enjoy the wildlife, so to speak. Because that's always a good thing to do to clear your head when you're in that space.
And just don't do what I did.
What'd you do?
I've never done shrooms.
Oh, okay.
You're missing out, man.
Yeah. Liquor and Horrors, guys. It's my brother John's 53rd level in this game of life. I'd like to thank the Broken Lizard guys for making Super Troopers 3 for his birthday. John is retired Navy veteran, 2 wars, father of 5, new grandfather of 1, husband of a hoarder wife, and caretaker of 3 dogs that disrespect him. Bro, you are a super trooper. So have a happy birthday. Can we please get a Leroy Jenkins, a Joey Chestnut, a little kid-face sandwich, and the captain, asking him if he'd ever had a mermaid sandwich. Thanks, guys. That from Ron.
Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins.
Joey Chestnut!
Fish challenge.
Ooh, well, ahoy there. That's kind of a loaded question ever since the FDA got upset when we started catching mermaids in the tuna net. But to answer your question, I've eaten a mermaid, but it wasn't a sandwich. Crunchberries.
Bitches, here I am again, shouting myself out on the birthday. Turned 58, 2 weeks away from my 40th high school reunion. My wife thinks fart noises are childish, so I'd like to get a fart montage and listen to you guys talk all over yourselves about what it's like to get old. Thank you, men, for all you do. That from James. All right, James. First piece of advice I've got for you would have to be every single night before you go to
I
bed,
don't
no
mind
matter
it at
what.
all.
Take
I've
another
been
piece.
enjoying it every
You will have the
step of
nice,
the way, man.
smoothest one in the morning every morning. Start the morning out with a smile. Clean up. Now you're hungry. Get a cup of coffee. Do it again.
Definitely good.
Then go to work. And finally, on the birthdays, I just want to wish my grandmother once again a happy 100th birthday today.
You might want to say that again louder.
And she is having friends over or family over tomorrow.
All right.
To celebrate. And my mom is picking up some sandwiches at the grocery store, some potato salad, some macaroni salad, coleslaw.
And then naked skydiving.
Baked beans, the kind of things that she enjoys. So that is going to be her birthday. So in honor of that, I got a couple of dad jokes for a grandma.
All right.
Guys, if you could speed up the deer repopulation process, you could make $1 million. I come from a family of failed magicians.
Oh, yeah?
I have 2 half-sisters.
Oh, no.
What type of tree fits in your hand?
Palm tree.
Palm tree.
Oh, yes, very good.
Guys, my girlfriend likes to spoon in bed.
Oh, yeah?
I would rather fork. Dad jokes. My next door neighbors, they couldn't pay their water bill.
No?
So I got them a get well soon card.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Did you hear about the 2 radios that got married?
No.
Amazing reception. How much does it cost to swim with sharks? How much does it cost to swim with sharks?
An arm and a leg.
Arm and a leg. And how common is it for your steak to bleed?
It's rare.
It's rare.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, guys, here you go. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you.
Ya's a Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's world famous sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Mmm, Schweinefleisch.
Tell you what, I think it's time that we go back in time. The last time that we played Ted versus the FCC. So if we could, let's go back in time.
Every week on the Moth Podcast, real people tell their stories live on stage.
I burst into tears. And I wasn't sure if I was crying because I hadn't been kissed in a really long time or if I had just never been kissed like that before.
To hear fascinating, heartbreaking, and sometimes hilarious stories from astronauts, teachers, farmers, and people just like you, follow and listen to The Moth wherever you get your podcasts.
Whether you're solving murders during breakfast, cracking cold cases on your commute, or playing amateur detective at bedtime, Amazon Music's got millions of podcast episodes waiting. Just download the Amazon Music app and start listening to your favorite true crime podcasts ad-free, included with Prime.
Rick Sutter, the horrible duck sitter, took his sick duck to the vet where he had his duck sicked by a dog.
3 times fast.
Rick Sutter, the horrible duck sitter, took his sick duck to the vet where he had his duck sicked by a dog.
1.
Rick Sutter, the horrible duck sicker, took his sick duck to the vet where he had his duck sicked by a dog.
2.
Rick Sutter, the horrible duck sitter, took his sick duck to the vet where he had his duck sicked by a dog.
All right, okay. All right, let's do it again.
And now, everyone's favorite daytime game show, where one person could lose $325,000 and their job, or win and walk away with nothing. It's time for Ted versus the FCC.
Oh, look who it is. It's Tim.
Woo!
Tim, you don't crack the mic very often enough.
No, I don't, but here I am.
Yep, here you are.
Yep. Here I am.
You do a lot of communicating, though, with the people that are watching us there on YouTube. And, man, you do a hell of a job with all the graphics and everything else. But, of course, he doesn't put his own camera up, so we can't see what Tim looks like on YouTube.
Typically, he's not wearing pants. We all asked him not to do
Oh,
that.
there he comes. You did it. You actually set that up.
Yeah, no, I'm here. I am.
He knows what's up.
Okay. What's new in your life? Anything good? How's teaching going?
Teaching's going good.
What are you teaching?
I'm teaching capstone film at Seattle Film Institute. So,
nice.
Yeah, so the students have their final films next weekend, next Saturday.
And how
What
many?
is that like to sit through a student's final film?
It's awesome.
Is
It's really, really fun.
Okay.
Because, these are, college seniors, so they
Sure.
work pretty hard on this stuff. And,
Okay.
Did you help them through the process at all? Is that your job, or is it kind of just more independent on them?
It's more independent on them. It's
Okay.
I'm kind of like a consultant, I'm not
So-
like they already know how to make movies. And
Okay.
I'm-
How hard is it to objectively grade that or to give advice on that?
I don't grade on like art. I grade on
yeah.
I grade on like whether it's on time. Whether they hit the deadline.
Okay.
So if it's not on time, that's when they can get a B or a C. But if you turn things on time and you show an effort, then you're always going to get an A.
Okay.
How many times do they do something you're like, I wish I had thought of that? Whether it's a camera angle, some little effect trick, anything.
All
like
the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a kid that just did this like color effect.
All right.
It's like it's a thing about TV, like his love for TV, or the character's love for TV, not on his.
Sure.
And he just did this effect where I was like, man, that's like just really cool. Like it reminds me of the puppets, because it's like a green screen effect, but it's in real life. It's so weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Big shout out to him. Yeah.
Take some of that, use it with the puppets, man.
Well, you've been here long enough. You know how Ted versus the FCC is.
I do.
And this one comes from Casey. This is an oldie but a goodie. I want to say this is one of the ones that we put into retirement based on the fact that Ted could never get it, and we brought it back again.
Oh, good.
And Ted could not get it again.
Right.
So this thing's been through the ringer a couple times. That's why it's all wrinkled, because Ted got pissed off and tried to throw it in the trash, but I wouldn't let him. So this week's Ted versus the FCC goes something like this. Shy, shifty Shelley sits with her cute runt kitty Tilly. She carefully cuts runt Tilly Kitty's claws. Tilly Kitty claws are now cutely cut. The way that we do Tim versus the FCC is 1 time through, then 3 times fast.
You got this, Tim.
By the way, everyone on YouTube is rooting for you, man.
Yeah.
Let's go, Tims. Tim. Let's go, Timmy.
Let's do it.
Timmy. You got
Now,
this.
wait, I have
Tim.
one question. Am I playing for Ted, or am I playing for myself?
Well, the overall record, yes. I mean, I hope
the overall record.
Will there be like a star, or
And we'll put a star.
It'd be an asterisk.
And then if you
An
screw it up,
asterisk,
we're going to play it at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right, here we go.
1 time through, 3 times fast.
Okay. Shy, shifty Shelley sits with her cute runt kitty Tilly. She carefully cuts runt Tilly's kitty claws. Tilly's kitty claws are now cutely cut.
3 times fast.
Shy, shifty Shelley sits with her cute runt kitty Tilly. She carefully cuts runt Tilly's
Kitty's claws, Tilly's kitty claws are now cutely cut.
1.
Shy, shifty Shelly sits with her cute runt, Kitty Tilly. She carefully cut, run, Tilly, Kitty's claws. Tilly, kitty claws are now cutely cut.
2.
Shy, shifty Shelly sits with her cute runt, Kitty Tilly. She carefully cuts runt, Tilly, Kitty's claws. Tilly, Kitty's kitty claws are now cutely cut.
Okay, there you go. Bam. Hey, no problem.
Piece of cake.
There you go. Tim with a win in Ted versus the FCC. You are listening to the Men's Room.
History That Doesn't Suck is a legit, hard-hitting American history podcast told through entertaining stories. History That Doesn't Suck, an Odyssey podcast. Available wherever you get your podcasts.
All right, coming up to 5:08, we'll drink and toast with a shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way at 5:50. But first, quick check out with Mike Hawk and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
Thank you, Miles. Good news for the folks of Syracuse, New York. They have announced that they will stop ticketing drivers in funeral processions caught by cameras in their school zones.
What?
Apparently, funeral processions were going too fast by school zones, and those cameras... Every one of them.
Yeah. Come on.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good on you, Syracuse.
I'm glad that they went out and announced that. That it was eventually enough of a problem that enough people complained and said, all right, fine, we'll stop.
We'll stop doing that.
Also, why are we bringing funeral processions by school zones?
It's just really put the school, man.
Right?
You know?
Isn't that just happy? Here, kids.
But how often is school going on during a funeral?
Exactly. Oh, it depends on the funeral.
I mean, it depends on the funeral. I get it, and it happens. I'm saying overwhelmingly, those two things probably don't coincide much.
Yeah, you're probably right. Miles, I know that you're upset as well as all these Scotland drivers that are rather upset about a decision that was made to tear down a certain forest that welcomed everybody into the country.
I saw this. Why are they tearing it down?
What was the forest?
It was a penis-shaped forest that was out on a hill that was basically on your way into Scotland.
It's kind of greeted. They basically, the forest was cut into the shape.
I was like, hang on, I gotta look
of
at
a penis. What do they call it?
they called it something.
Yeah, because it rhymed. I can't remember what they called it, but it had a great name.
Right.
It was just a
Treenus.
Right, get this bunch of trees that they left in the shape of a penis.
Oh, they're going to cut it down?
Yes.
They are cutting it down.
Yeah, they're getting rid of it.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe they're growing up a little bit. I don't know.
It's known as the Sea of the North.
What is that other one? Look at that.
Yeah.
A triangle over there.
Yeah, you know what that is.
Jeez.
They got another one.
Oh, my God. Is that in Scotland?
That's what they're replacing over there.
I love that.
That sucks.
It does suck. Like, come on, man. That was fun.
It's been there for however many years.
Right.
Nobody cares.
Oh, they're slowly taking it down.
Everyone chuckles, yeah.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Crime in
They could have shaped it up a little bit.
I know.
Are we out of wood? Officials of a town in the UK, the officials of a town in the UK have apologized for their blunder of putting a dead-end sign on a road leading into a military graveyard.
Oh, geez, man. Wow.
We know it's a dead end.
Are you being cheeky, or is that an honest mistake?
We know that there's no way out of here.
Jesus, dead end.
Damn. Dead end. Thank you. Put your thinking caps on, gents. Time for the Merriam-Webster word of the day. Steve, you currently hold the record of 2, and you hold the title right now. This is an adjective brought to you by the letter I. I give you guys about a 30% chance of success on this one. Now, this is a formal word that is used to describe things that are unpleasant and likely to cause bad feelings in other people. It's an adjective that is I, a formal word used to describe things that are unpleasant and likely to cause bad feelings in other people.
Incendiary?
No.
Not irritating.
You're close.
Not incendiary.
There's a horror movie franchise that's
Insidious.
That almost sounds like this.
No.
They go invidious.
Invidious.
I've
never heard of that word in my life.
It's like a Harry Potter spell.
I would think that Mike Tyson's telling me about the horror movie. I just saw invidious.
Invidious.
It was scary. You seen invidious?
I didn't get it. A new study linked cognitive decline with drinking Diet Coke every day.
Really?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. That explains so much.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
That's why you are the way that you are. It's all that aspartame.
Is that what it is specifically?
I don't know. I got to assume. What else is it?
Well, some days I'll have a Diet Dr. Pepper. Change it up, you know what I mean? Because that makes a difference.
I do feel like Diet Coke is kind of like, if you drink a diet soda, Diet Coke is kind of your go-to. You know, other than Miles doing the Diet Dr. Pepper.
Diet Dr. Pepper is pretty popular.
Yeah.
Didn't it overtake Dr. Pepper itself?
No. The original did. So Dr. Pepper, I believe, is the #1 beverage in America right now.
Okay.
Over Coke.
But it's Diet Dr. Pepper, isn't it?
I don't know.
I thought Diet Dr. Pepper was outselling Dr. Pepper. Because as their ads say, it does taste almost exactly the same. Like, I don't like either, so I don't know. But my understanding was that it does taste so much like Dr. Pepper, people feel that the Diet Dr. Pepper is healthier, so they're just doing diet.
No, it is not outselling.
It's not outselling? Okay.
No.
Never mind.
No.
Strike that from the record.
I do feel like people just like the Diet Coke, though. I feel like that one was... I don't hear a whole lot of people like, I don't have a Coke, but like Diet Coke is...
And even like with a mixed drink.
Right.
You know, Jack and Diet. And I'm like, you're worried about your health and you're going to add Jack Daniels to it? Like, what? Am I missing something, man?
And there's not... You know, there's a war between Pepsi and Coke, you know?
Is there?
There's no war between...
Coke's been stomping their ass for a long time.
Well, because they own everything.
Coke basically has its hand on Pepsi's forehead.
They do.
You know, they're like, quit hitting yourself. Quit hitting yourself.
As far as like advertisement speaking and being integrated in all these different places. But my point is, I don't feel like there's a war between Diet Pepsi and Diet Coke.
There's not. Because Diet Coke's like, you really want to get into this? You see what your brother Pepsi's doing? He's getting his ass beat.
My grandfather, that was all he drank was Diet Pepsi. Caffeine-free Diet Pepsi.
Oh
yeah, that was his
Then what's the
jam.
point? You know, like, boy, I hate the taste of this caffeine. Like, to make him jittery. Someone ever had a soda going like, oh, I'm flying right now. I
don't know, man.
I don't even think that it has caffeine in it.
The caffeine might have screwed with him a little bit.
I
only drink Sprite, so I don't want to get too wound up.
Just remember,
who said no one ever?
He always had a cooler full of those gold cans, man.
Yeah, my kid came up to me at 11:45 at night, and Dad can have a Coke. I'd be like, go for it. Caffeine's not going to do anything. Like,
Not that
just-
caffeine.
Yeah, it's not the same.
According to a Harvard expert, the 100 milliliter airport liquid rule is, quote, security theater.
No kidding.
Right.
No kidding, dude.
Right. They already figured
The
that one
nail
out.
file, the nail clippers.
Yeah, right.
And again, and look, I know it was for super security, but I always maintained, speaking on everyone's behalf without consulting anyone, if I'm on a plane and someone tries to hijack it with a nail clipper, we'll take care of that.
Right. We got it.
We got it. Don't worry about it. The pilot doesn't even need to know that this happened. If he breaks out a nail clipper, like, let's go take this dude down and get the beverage cart service going. Come on.
Miles, do you know what day it is, my friend?
My grandmother's 100th birthday.
Yes, it is. Steve, do you know what day it is?
Obviously, it's Miles' grandmother's 100th birthday.
You're right. It's also International Beer Day.
Oh, really?
Top 10. The Men's Top 10.
Steve, I know that you wanted hard liquor today, but it's International Beer Day.
I'll settle for that.
And what we have here from National Today, we have some beer myths. 7 myths about beer, rather.
Myths.
Myths
Okay.
about beer. They start at the very bottom of the list. Beer is unhealthy.
It's not. Like, if you drink copious amounts like I do, there are signs that it's not good for you.
Right.
But overwhelming, my understanding is, like, if you ran a marathon, chocolate milk or a beer when you're done.
Yeah.
Or both.
Yeah.
But
You just need the carbs.
Yeah, sugar and carbs. It says it is not healthy for you, but there are studies that say that it can have benefits in moderation.
Of course.
Right.
The moderation is the part I don't pay attention to, but I understand. But that's true of all things.
Right.
Right? So I get it. Like I said, it's not healthy, but it's not particularly unhealthy.
Right. A little cough syrup's going to do you okay.
Right. Drink the bottle.
Drink the
It's
bottle.
different.
All of a sudden, we have problems. Also, I think that the type of beer matters. Because you hear about how, like, European beers are a hell of a lot different than what we got going on over here.
For sure.
They're more sociable beers. You can just have them and not have to worry about, putting pounds on the waistline and all that.
Well, I think some of them have less alcohol, and the idea was, because it's such a pub culture, you can sit them up, you'll get drunk, but you can sit them up pub longer without getting drunk, and every time you order a beer, I make money.
Also, a lot of those beers taste better lukewarm.
Oh, sure.
So we don't drink our beer that way because I don't think it tastes as great, so to speak.
But our beers aren't designed to be warm.
To be warm beers.
Because I've had some warm beers in England. I'm like, this is not bad. We
Okay.
had some warm beer in Germany. I'm like, this isn't
it's
bad. And they explained it like, because this is produced for it to be drank at room temperature.
Right.
I'm like, oh,
And it is
that
just
makes
room
sense.
temperature. It's just basically tap.
Well, if you're
room
ripping a
temperature.
Corona, it better be cold.
Exactly. Right. Or anything that I drink, it needs to be cold.
But I mean, are you ever drinking Corona? I mean, to me, I'm drinking Corona because I'm on vacation or it's hot outside.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no other time I'm going to drink Corona.
Need a lot.
Or if I need to pee.
Some beer myths. IPAs are always bitter.
No.
Certainly not Men's Room IPA. from
It's
Black
not.
Mountain Brewing.
No, it's not.
But
at all.
what was everyone's concern when we released it?
Right.
Oh, this heavy hoppy, and then you drink it. And it's like, look, I like beer. I would not have known it was an IPA if Black Raven had not told me that it's an IPA.
Right.
Because I had the same image in my head. And I like
Same.
IPAs, but I thought, man, it's going to be this thick, cloudy. It's not at all.
I heard we were getting an IPA. I was devastated. I don't like IPAs. They're not for me. I hate them. I hate IPAs. As soon as I drank it, I was like, this is an IPA? Okay.
I remember when we launched it, the guy said, he was like, oh, God, you guys putting an IPA. What is it, 2005?
Right.
So my response was, would you like us to put out a Pilsner because it's 1638?
Yeah, right.
What in the hell are you talking about?
IPAs are a wide tent, it says, with a lot of varieties and flavor profiles. West Coast IPA, East Coast IPA, Juicy IPA, American IPA, Belgian IPA, Black IPA, White IPA, Sour IPA, Session IPA, Mountain Style IPA, and so on. Let's say West Coast IPAs are bitter, but Juicy IPAs have tropical fruit notes. Milkshake IPAs are thick and sweet, and Sour IPAs are funky and sour.
I don't like the sours. Not a big sour beer guy.
So do we know what the Men's Room IPA would qualify
I'm
as?
guessing it will.
It's more of a California.
Like a juicy IPA?
It's more of a California IPA.
A California IPA.
So it's clean, it's crisp, it's not hazy.
Right.
It doesn't look like a cloudy ass beer.
Right.
It drinks like a Pilsner.
It does.
It tastes like an IPA.
Doesn't taste like a compost bin.
Yeah.
Some more beer myths. Beer before liquor, never been sicker. You ever heard of that one?
Yeah, that's crap.
It is crap.
If you're going to guzzle a bunch of booze, it does not matter what order you go in.
Correct. It really depends on how much alcohol you're drinking, not the order. From a scientific perspective, alcohol is alcohol. Different drinks might cause you to have worse hangovers compared to other drinks because of the certain other molecules in the liquid, but the order does not matter. Just don't overdo it.
Yeah, I mean, that's it.
So the whole thing...
I used to believe that, like, in my 20s. And then as I got older and started piecing it together, I'm like, what difference could it possibly make?
But I think that there are certain truths to it where...
I think the problem is this. It might apply to your behavior in public. You drink beer, you can maintain a little better, right? Because a shot does a lot more damage than a beer. So now
Exactly.
you're 5 beers in, and then you put down 2 shots.
Correct.
You go from 0 to 100 real quick, but it's
Right.
not anything other than...
Right. I can eat a steak and then eat, salad afterward. But if I eat 6 bowls of salad, I've been maintaining doing well, and then I force a steak down my gut, I'm going to feel bloated as hell.
Yes.
So
Yeah, that's it.
Kind of my same thing. It's just that it's kind of laying on the gas when you hit the
That's exactly
liquor.
it.
So that's where the never been sicker gets to. Because
That's why I like to do a beer and a shot at the same time.
right.
I always do. Every time I go into the bar, the bartender even says, I already know what you want, and then I'll ask my wife what she wants. Get a beer, get a shot, take them both down.
Then just coast.
And that one, oh yeah, you just coast into madness.
Just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Draft beer gives you a hangover. You guys ever heard that one?
No.
Well, the lines, if they're not clean, can make you sick. So the only advantage to a bottled beer is it's going to be a little crisper and maybe more fresh.
Sure.
But if you have a place that maintains their tap lines, then it's going to be fine.
Exactly. They say drinking an excessive amount of alcohol, no matter the type, will cause a hangover.
I like how they keep re-emphasizing that.
But I've never actually heard that when the draft beer gives you a hangover. I know that people have their preferences between draft and bottled.
Sure. Yeah. Depending on the beer.
Really?
It really does. For me, actually, anyone I know, there's certain beers, like my wife, she has like 3 or 4 beers that are kind of her go-tos. And like 2 of them, if they're not in the bottle, she doesn't want the draft. The other 2, if they're not on draft, she doesn't want the bottle.
Okay.
For whatever reason. It's the same beers, but she's like, they just have it on draft. I'll get something different. Okay.
Do you know anyone specifically? Like, for me, I
Like
honestly
Modelo, I can't remember which order she prefers, but she definitely prefers one over the other, even though it's the same beer. I know Modelo, she's like that. God.
Well, a Negra on draft is better than in the bottle.
I agree 1,000% on that. I think she disagrees. That's
Miller High Life, better in a bottle than on draft. You can find it on draft. Some beers are better than cans. Busch Light, better in a can.
Yeah. Busch Light belongs in a can.
It just depends. It does. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Busch Light's made for a
things
can.
belong in certain things.
Yeah.
They are.
If Mickey's Big Mouths came in a different container,
Oh,
you wouldn't even like it.
No.
But with a
I
wide
already
mouth
don't
on
like
it, you're like, this is great. It pours down so easy.
I think the only one that I like, it needs to be on a draft is a Guinness.
That's fair.
Just because it's got the glass that is actually that
Well, they
Stella.
put the widget in the can now.
Yeah, they do. Doesn't matter. I don't care.
It's like when the pandemic was going on. Georgetown, they put out mayonnaise for a while in cans.
Yeah.
And I bought a 6-pack, so I was like, that's novel, that's cool. But then I got home and like, this isn't mayonnaise.
This sucks.
I just you only drink mayonnaise on draft. That's the whole point of the beer, is to be social. That's why they make the beer.
Exactly.
Only available on draft.
Get Lucille in the can.
That will kick your ass.
I know. I got a 6-pack at home.
That is a strong ass beer.
For me, I will drink the same beer on draft or in a bottle. It just depends on basically the vibe that I want. Do I just want to drink it out of a glass, or do I want to drink it out of a bottle?
Okay.
If I'm at a game, it's going to be out of a can.
But if you're going to hang for a minute at a bar, I bet you want draft.
Sometimes I like sitting at a bar with a bottle.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why. That's just that.
I don't know. To me, a bar just screams. Maybe because it's the way, not the way I grew up, but everything you saw visually on TV.
Yeah.
If someone went to the bar to get a beer.
They had a mug, sure. You had cheers.
I don't even know the last time I've had a mug. Now it's a straight up pint glass. But right, it was always poured in a vessel.
Yeah.
So maybe just in my mind, that's what you're supposed to do at the bar.
That's actually the only reason why I ordered a Heidelberg.
Why?
Was I went out with Miles one night at the bar, and he ordered a Heidelberg, and it came in this really cool mug. I was like, that's a neat mug. I want to try that. That's why
I love it. You don't like it at all.
I
love Heidelberg.
Dude. I was not a big fan.
But he liked the mug.
Yeah, I think they do great. I mean, I get one all the time. They got it on draft at Patowski's in
There you go. Perfect.
Yeah, I'm a Manny's guy. It's always Manny's and Jack.
Yeah. I'm always light. Whatever the light beer is.
I've been drinking a lot of
Bud Light,
Michelob
Coors Light,
Ultra. It's
Michelob
been coming
Ultra.
around a lot on tap lately.
It
Places
has.
I go, and I'm like, all right, kind of liking this trend.
It's like the lightest of light beers.
Because we used to get here and it was just PBR, which is fine if you like PBR, but it's very sweet.
Yeah.
Almost
like
kind of,
PBR.
it's like, it's just got a different finish to it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You either like it or you don't. So I'm just glad that era of draft beer is over in Seattle, especially.
Beer should always be served ice cold. Ice cold temperatures can actually ruin the flavor of a good beer.
Depends on the beer, yeah.
Right. I haven't found the beer that I prefer. Like, I would like to go to Europe, and I would like to try some room temperature beers.
They'll tell you.
That's the way to do it. And honestly, when you go there, especially when they know you're a Yank, as it were.
Right.
Though a lot of times they'll warn you, hey, man, look, it's served room temperature. Go, okay. But then ask their opinion. They're because they want you to enjoy the beer.
Right.
So my wife and I, we're in London. I mean, it didn't matter what bar we went into. As soon as we said, we like it cold, you guys do room temperature. Like, oh, mate, you got to try this one. And they were right.
Right.
They were very good.
Well, the American culture is very much about just crushing them. Drinking as many as you can. That's why light beers.
That's one of the big differences where they go look. And same thing, they tell you the same thing in Mexico. Like if you're getting like tequila or something, they'll say, get mezcal. Because in Mexico, they're like, we look at tequila the way you guys would look at Schlitz. It's there and you drink it, but we typically drink mezcal. But we get so many U.S. tourists, and you guys like to crush everything.
Right.
So go with mezcal. It's more of a sipping thing.
Right. Yes, it is. Yes. Dark beers are stronger than light beers.
No.
There's nothing to that whatsoever.
No.
Light beers are lighter in color and body, but that does not mean dark beers have more alcohol. For example, Guinness contains 4.2 alcohol by volume, while Budweiser is stronger at 5%.
Yeah. And Guinness has less calories.
Right.
Than most light beers.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. That was
just more bonus.
That's always Ted's big point. He hears everybody say, "Oh man, I can't do a Guinness. It's like drinking a meal." No, it's not.
It's not.
It's not. Maybe I don't know.
It looks like it. It does, man.
Right.
And I remember the first time I finally took a sip of Guinness. The reason I never got it is because it was so dark and the head was so thick and all those. When I took my first sip, I'm like, it's a nothing burger.
Right.
I mean, it tastes fine, but I'm like, I thought it'd be this big, thick, slow swallow. I'm like,
right.
It's beer.
I've been enjoying it lately because, the wife likes to go to cocktail bars. And the problem that I find at cocktail bars is that they don't have my light beer. They have the Rainiers, they have the Heidelbergs, which are fine. I can get through them.
No, the way you said fine, they're not fine.
Fine.
You don't mean that.
But I just want a beer. I just want a Bud Light.
Right.
I just want my piss water beer, man. But
cocktail bar's not going to have
there's
Bud
one
Light.
that's got Guinness at it. I was like, okay, let me try Guinness. I have found a new love for Guinness there now. Like, I can actually sit here and enjoy this throughout its entirety and truly enjoy a Guinness.
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy it beyond March, ever. But I was like, screw it. Pour me a Guinness.
That's what I hate about cocktail bars, man. They just...
I know.
Let me rephrase. There's nothing wrong with the cocktail bar. I'm just not a cocktail guy.
No.
But the beers they offer typically are more in line with people that enjoy cocktails, not people that enjoy beer. Although it's in the name.
How come you can't just get a cocktail with it? Because they're $15 and they're fine.
And again, because they look at like, I just want the vodka.
Right.
You
I just
know?
want a shot.
I just want the gin. I don't want all
There was actually one point I was like, could I just get a Jameson on the rocks, please? That worked too. And then this is the last and final myth about beer. Drinking a lot of beer gives you a beer belly. Beer on its own does not cause a beer belly. It's a combination of too many calories in general and a sedentary lifestyle.
All right.
The problem with
you're lazy.
The reason why there's a connection is because you're probably crushing a crap ton of beer on a couch watching football doing nothing. Good job, everybody.
Exactly.
So there you go. Some myths about beer there for you. A news anchor in Memphis wasn't quite ready for her broadcast to continue, but what she was doing when it went back to the studio is pretty funny.
What was she doing?
I'll tell you all about it at 5:50.
Thank you, sir. Headlines are coming up at 5:50. In the meantime, then we made it to the weekend and drinking time.
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the men's room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. you're the toast of our shot of the day.
Drink time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink test and Steve at Thrill Hill to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed. And today we toast Mr. KJ Jacobs, weather and traffic reporter for WCPO 9 News in Cincinnati. Well, last night, KJ was giving a routine traffic report, pointing to a car stopped on the highway with its hazards blinking. Right? They had the camera out, and I guess this particular car, it was close to their studio, so they just turned the camera. There it is. But in the middle of a sentence, as he's explaining what's going on, KJ watched another car slam into the back of the first car. But I just want to see if you can tell when you think that may have happened.
Traffic is slowing down both sides around this car, as well as that on-ramp. Oh, I'm so sorry. This literally just watched a crash happen in real time, and I almost said something inappropriate.
Yeah, he did cover his mouth with the sand. I'll play it again. Just, can you tell when he sees the accident? It was kind of nuts because he's just pointing at this car with the hazards. I don't know how this other car hit it. I mean, it
just drove right in the back.
Drove right in the back. But yeah. So as he is trying to explain this.
Traffic is slowing down both sides around this car, as well as that on-ramp. Oh, I'm so sorry. This literally just watched a crash happen in real time. And I almost said something inappropriate.
Hey, man, legitimate response to what you're watching in real time. Power to you, brother. I got you.
Almost nothing. I had to clip the rest of that. I was like, yeah, you're too close for me.
Yeah, it was. I would say he got the first three letters and the first part of the T.
The problem is that when you get the first three letters, it's almost impossible to end the word without it just
can't do it. You can't do it.
Yep.
All right, so let's drink. We pour this booze and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy!
So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies. Down the hola, bichola.
All right, it's going to get tested on the line now for Profile This, 206-803-ROCK. Profile This is next.
Whether you're solving murders during breakfast, cracking cold cases on your commute, or playing amateur detective at bedtime, Amazon Music's got millions of podcast episodes waiting. Just download the Amazon Music app and start listening to your favorite true crime podcasts ad-free, included with Prime.
How I Met Your Mother is the How I Met Your Mother rewatch podcast with me, Josh Radnor, and series co-creator Craig Thomas. Follow How I Met Your Mother wherever you get your podcasts.
Life can feel overwhelming, but on my podcast, From the Heart with Rachel Braithen, we're in it together. Every Friday, a new episode brings you a new story with topics on motherhood, wellness, self-love, and more. Listen to From the Heart with Rachel Braithen wherever you get your podcasts.
Whether you're solving murders during breakfast, cracking cold cases on your commute, or playing amateur detective at bedtime, Amazon Music's got millions of podcast episodes waiting. Just download the Amazon Music app and start listening to your favorite true crime podcasts ad-free, included with Prime.
The Men's Room presents Profile This.
And Stephen Thrill Hill, could you please tell everyone how Profile This is played?
Sure can, Miles. It's a simple game where we share with you a real-life news story, something that happened right here on planet Earth. And as you listen to the story, based on the stereotypes you believe to be true of people and the decisions that people make, we'll ask you what it is you think makes the story a story. Hello, Brandon. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Hola!
All right, Brandon, you understand how this here game is played?
Well, I've listened to the show for years, but this is my first time playing, so I'm ready.
All right. Glad to hear it. You have your choice today of one of three categories. Today we have Bite Me. In other words, what did someone find in their food? Seriously, where you guess the petty conflict that led to violence. And finally today, License to Spill, where you guess the substance responsible for creating the mess.
Ooh, I'm going to have to go with Bite Me.
Just eat it. Get yourself an egg and beat it.
The U.S. Department of Agriculture's Food Safety and Inspection Service announced the recall of 22,880 pounds of baked spaghetti and chicken cobbler. The agency said the recall was initiated by Ukrop's Homestyle Foods and that the food affected by the recall was produced between July 1st and July 29th. The following items were recalled, so listen carefully. The 62-ounce aluminum pan with plastic overwrap containing Ukrop's baked spaghetti. We also have the cardboard tray with plastic overwrap containing Ukrop's baked spaghetti. The 48-ounce aluminum pan plastic overwrap containing Ukrop's chicken cobbler and the 11-ounce cardboard tray with the plastic overwrapping containing Ukrop's chicken cobbler. Anyway, they were shipped to stores in North Carolina, Virginia, and West Virginia Department of Defense stores, and then also sold online. Now, if you have the recalled meals, you should not eat them, and instead throw them away or return them to the place.
It's like a giant chicken pot pie.
It is. So this mostly went to the Department of Defense depots, right? Or you could buy it online. So it's mostly soldiers that are getting this. Congratulations. So here's the question. What is potentially in the recalled foods? Is it metal slivers? Is it salmonella? Is it E. coli? Or is it the dreaded explosive diarrhea bug? So again, metal slivers, salmonella, E. coli, or the explosive diarrhea bug?
Oh, man. What do you guys think?
I'm feeling salmonella. I feel like that's just always the culprit.
Brandon going metal slivers.
I'm going to have to go with Miles on this one. Metal slivers.
Okay,
metal slivers.
All right. What was in the spaghetti and the cobbler? Was it metal slivers, salmonella, E. coli, or that explosive diarrhea bug? We'll find out next.
That was a tease.
You are listening to the Men.
Right here in Whatcom County, we're more than just a dealership. We're your neighbors. At Honda of Bellingham, our local team has been keeping families on the road for 34 years. Looking for a compact SUV perfect for your PNW lifestyle? Fuel-efficient daily commuter? We got you. Or something with extra power to get you and your gear up to the mountain? Don't underestimate the Honda Ridgeline. Brand new Hondas. More affordable than you think with financing that fits your budget. And drive confidently with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Local service. Affordable quality. That's the Honda of Bellingham difference. Visit us today at 2010 Iowa Street.
Every week on the Moth Podcast, real people tell their stories live on stage.
I burst into tears. And I wasn't sure if I was crying because I hadn't been kissed in a really long time, or if I had just never been kissed like that before.
To hear fascinating, heartbreaking, and sometimes hilarious stories from astronauts, teachers, farmers, and people just like you, follow and listen to The Moth wherever you get your podcasts.
Category is Bite Me on Profiles. We've got a couple different things we're called because something was in it. Spaghetti dish that you baked and a cobbler. Apparently these were special ordered for the military.
Correct.
Question is, what were in both of these different types of food? Do they have metal slivers, salmonella, E. coli, or the explosive diarrhea bug?
And Brandon, that is the question that we asked you. Let us start with Mike Hawk. You went salmonella. I mean, I guess it's kind of good news that it's not salmonella. And then Miles, you went metal slivers. And Brandon, you agreed with Miles and said, man, I'm feeling metal slivers in the military meals. And you are correct.
Yep, that was easy, I thought.
What gave it away?
Because they're completely two different products that don't share any of the same ingredients. But they both had to be recalled.
Good thing. And I'm going to keep that in mind next time I try to fool you guys. All right.
Now for all TV news all the time, and it's time for TV Time with Ted.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, the Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
Yeah, TV Time with Ted is now TV Time with Steve. For your Friday, send you off into the weekend, hopefully on a high note. So I tried to take some of the different things we'd been talking about this week. And one of the first things, I did not mean to start with this, but I can't help myself. During the, what do you play before the show starts?
The previously, yeah.
In case you missed the kind of thing. And one of the things we did on Big Dummy yesterday, the question was, it was multiple choice. Which one of these is not an actual name to a Lifetime movie? And all four of the answers were stupid. And I don't remember if they got the right one or not. So I decided to look up what are some of the Lifetime movie titles that are out there. Because I don't watch Lifetime movies. That said, my cousin Brittany Q. Hill, she is an actress, not on Lifetime. What is the other one that does the same thing?
Hallmark?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, it might be a Hallmark. Either way, they're basically the
Brittany
same channel.
Q. Hill, you said?
Yeah, they have the same stupid movies. And I will watch the movie if she's in it because I love her and she's actually fantastic. But man.
Whoa!
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
Whoa!
Pipe down there, buddy.
Jesus criminy.
Yeah.
Good for her.
You know what's funny about that, actually? Quick side note. She's a beautiful woman.
You think?
Younger than me, but she was
Snatched from the crib.
She was kind of irritated, but the last movie I saw her in, she's like, they're having me play the mother of a teenage girl. I said, well, that's the age you look. She didn't want to hear that.
Nightmare Pageant Moms.
That was not the one. Keep going.
My Killer Reunion.
Yes. My Killer Reunion, I believe. No, that wasn't the one. I've seen them.
Don't Let Him Find You.
I don't think that was it.
The Kept Mistress Killer.
Jesus Christ. And I definitely wasn't.
I don't even see her name.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so I went to Lifetime because they do have ridiculous movie titles.
Yes, Lifetime.
But the one thing that I will give credit to Lifetime is you never have to ask, what is this movie about? So based on the question we asked yesterday with Lifetime movies, we start with Another Woman's Husband. You'll never guess what this is about.
Another woman's husband.
Yes.
She's going out with another woman's husband.
But she didn't know it. She didn't know it, Miles, okay? But it turns out the side action, who did not know she was side action, when she attempts to, and I'm not making this up, overcome her aquaphobia by taking swimming lessons with Susan, whose marriage is on shaky ground, it's revealed that Susan's husband is also her boyfriend.
My God.
Next, we have Baby for Sale. I'm just going to leave it at that.
Yeah. My God, it's almost like Maury.
Baby, it is. You take like a
They
Maury
really are.
Povich and just say just title it this.
Let's make a movie.
Drink, Slay, Love. All right.
All right, I like it.
This one I enjoy, as they say. Basically, this is about a college student who turns to sex work in order to pay her way through college. It's called From Straight A's to Triple X. Yeah.
I thought it was being a straight D's.
I'm right. I was waiting for that, too.
To all D's, yeah. Straight A's to all D's.
My God.
Maybe you should come up with these names.
Sure.
Let's see. Honeymoon with Mom.
Honeymoon with
I
Mom.
don't know
That sounds like a nightmare.
Identity theft of a cheerleader. You'll never guess what that's about.
My God.
It's about the identity theft of a
Who
cheerleader.
steals the identity of a cheerleader?
I don't know. You know what? Now that you asked, let's see here. Vicky assumes the identity of a high school cheerleader so that she can redo her senior year and graduate, and she'll do anything to make sure she gets that diploma. That's what it's about. She's not even going for like a dude. It's,
Right.
I'm getting my high school diploma.
She's not like trying to, fraud
Nope.
somebody out of cash or something like that.
Nope.
She wants to relive her high school
She
days.
wants her high school diploma. GED, not good enough for her.
Okay.
Oh, man. This one starred the lovely Denise Richards, and it was called I Do, But I Don't.
That's kind of like a real life.
It kind of is. After that, we have I, Me, Wed. That's right. You ever want to
It's
marry
like when
yourself
Ted
like
married
me, Ted
himself.
I was
Smith?
about to say, it's Ted.
That is exactly it. Again, these are some of the best movie titles from the Lifetime movie offerings.
What drama ensues in I, Me, Wed? What drama could you possibly get out of somebody married themselves?
Ted did it.
I get it, but it wasn't drama. It was celebratory. We were happy for him.
She's become so exhausted with dating and finding a husband that she decides to marry the person she loves the most in the world, herself.
Oh, but then she finds that she can love more than herself, I guess.
Oh, so there is a lesson to be learned.
Yeah.
That's followed by Killing Daddy. It's right there in the name. This title I love a lot. And this starred a young Tori Spelling, just a budding career.
My.
She was in Mother. May I Sleep with Danger? Yeah. From 2016, Lifetime offered us Newlywed and Dead. Newlywed and Dead.
Is that a zombie movie or a murder movie?
It is a murder movie.
It's a widow movie.
This one, it's right there in the name, Psycho Storm Chaser. You decide you want to team up with someone and chase storms. Well, guess what? It turns out that the person you're with is also insane. This title I appreciate a lot, and I think it's very accurate. It's called, it's from 2013. It's called Restless Virgins.
All right.
I think we can all piece together what that one
Sounds
is
like
about.
a fun weekend.
We have Sexting in Suburbia, Stalked by My Doctor. Now, I want you to understand something about Stalked by My Doctor. Okay? This is a Lifetime movie, and again, these are their best titles. It should be noted that Stalked by My Doctor is just one of the installments starring Eric Roberts as the titular stalking doctor. You see, in the first movie...
So he does this...
This is a recurring thing, okay? So if you see...
But we know him as an actor, don't we?
He is an actor.
Yeah.
But he's also on Lifetime. So he does both of those things. So if you see any Lifetime movie and the word My Doctor's in it, there's a very good chance you also get to see Eric Roberts. And if that's not a sales pitch, I don't know what it is. I could go on. I think you get the gist. But Lifetime, congratulations on at least having no confusion about what your movie's about.
Yeah. Yeah, you see this guy in everything.
Everything.
That's another thing that is kind of a guarantee during at least the holiday season. Now, it's not necessarily
They do
murder.
their Christmas stuff.
Right. I have to watch at least one garbage Christmas movie with my wife.
Now, I believe, and look, they're smart. The movies are garbage, but they're smart. They know they're going to make their money on it. And I want to say they start the Christmas movies, like December 1st? It's a very specific thing that they do.
I feel like they start them in November even.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like post-Thanksgiving, or are we even before Thanksgiving?
Into Thanksgiving, yeah. They get on it early, man. They're on it.
So those are some lifetime titles for you. Hopefully you're excited. Please check your local listings.
That's right. Look for Brittany Q. Hill.
Look for Brittany Hill. Give her some support. All right, one of the other things we talked about this week, Mike, you were kind of raging, but also accepting of the fact that as a result of being married to the woman you're married to, you get dragged into the reality TV well.
I would never have watched them without her, and for whatever reason, I enjoy them because of her.
Now, look, we say reality TV, we all picture the same thing, but we also made the point sports, reality TV.
Exactly.
Hard Knocks, reality TV. But when we say reality TV, we're talking the straight up trash.
Right.
And in my mind, I kept thinking, man, I know they make these things. They're not particularly expensive to make by Hollywood standards. I said, you're not paying actors. You don't really need writers. But who in the F watches this garbage? Well, guess what? The Peacock. That is the home of Love Island. Love Island finished atop the overall chart for the fourth time in 6 episodes as far as what was streamed in a week. Wow. Love Island was number 1 by a mile.
Must be some decent eye candy.
I don't
Back to
even
Baywatch
know.
being number 1 around the world.
Right. I don't even know what it is. I don't know what it's about.
There was some pretty good eye
But
candy.
look, they had one little stock photo with it. I get why I'd watch it.
Yeah.
I probably have music on, but man, oh man. So whether you like reality TV or not, man, Love Island was number 1. At number 2 on that list, Miles, this is going to hurt you and me. The relaunch of Little House on the Prairie. This was the
that was like the Waltons for me. There was a couple shows growing up.
Garbage.
It was just vanilla, family-oriented drama that I just did not care for as a child growing up.
And did not relate to me because, my parents got mad at me.
You couldn't relate to the
I
Little House
learned
on the
my
Prairie?
lesson in 5 seconds. I didn't have to take, 4 days for your parents to teach you a big lesson, and things weren't perfect. And we didn't giggle when somebody did something wrong. Like, I got yelled at. So are you familiar with Little House on the Prairie, other than title?
I've heard it, and not much, but I've heard it.
The most vanilla. You can put that up against the Waltons, and honestly, I don't know which one is more vanilla.
Correct.
If you know what I mean. It's
basically the same idea.
But believe it, so they rebooted it. And even when I saw they were going to reboot it, I'm like, that's the dumbest thing in the world. Like I said, I'm dumber than that because it was the second most streamed show behind Love Island. This is where we are in this country, just to put it in perspective.
Was it just the first season, though?
It's just the first season.
So it might be nostalgia. We'll see if it holds up.
It finished well enough that it's already gotten, they're going to do a season.
They're going to
2.
do it, right. I'm interested to see how that goes.
And that was followed by House of Dragon. All right.
Okay, all right. Well, see, that makes sense.
There we
But
go.
then fourth, Bluey. So I want you to think about, you got Love Island, right? Just stupid sex and things that smell like ass. Then you have Little House on the Prairie, which is the exact opposite of Love Island. Then you have House of Dragon, which is just vicious
sex.
Vicious. There's sex, but there's also violence, and the sex can be with anyone.
Hell yeah.
That's what makes it. And then Bluey. So that's where we are as far as streaming goes. All right.
Hooray.
Some news today that I saw that, I don't know about you guys. When I was growing up, I was not a fan of the Jetsons.
I was.
You were a fan of the Jetsons?
I liked them.
All right,
Remember I told you I lost my mind at Universal Studios when I met George Jetson?
That's right. Look, I admit, it'd be a little
Holy
different
cow!
if I met George Jetson, even though I know it's not George Jetson, it'd still be kind of cool. He's still iconic. It just wasn't my show.
He was also in a character costume.
Well, of course.
But he also talked.
Oh, really?
So, like Ted always says, that's kind of breaking that wall that you're not supposed to.
Yeah.
George Jetson talked to me. So I don't know if it was just me.
Was it,
'cause I
get
was
away
so-
from me, man.
So excited or what?
No, I don't want to join.
Yeah. I was like 19, 20 years old.
I still don't want to join.
I still don't want you to join, man.
Well, do you like Jim Carrey? Because if you like the Jetsons and you like Jim Carrey,
I think it was
news.
I think it was a great casting decision.
What, Jim Carrey as George
Jetson? Yeah.
I would
really
agree. If you don't know what we're talking about, apparently Warner Brothers just sent out a big memo to the shareholders to let them know, hey, we have gold waiting for us in the future. A live-action Jetsons movie starring Jim Carrey is in the works.
He's getting all the stuff because he was also doing the Sonic movies. He was
doing
Dr.
Sonic.
Eggman.
Uh-huh. Well,
So-
now they're doing the Jetsons, and so I started thinking, what are some of the cartoons that became live-action movies? Because
Flintstones?
Definitely.
The Flintstones was the first one I thought of because that was another cartoon I didn't enjoy. But
Same.
typically, kind of like Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy, Flintstones and Jetsons were usually paired together.
Yes.
Those are both Hanna-Barbera. So some of the other became live action, not just bigger cartoons on the screen, but live action. We have Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yep.
Casper.
I liked that movie as a kid.
Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Didn't see that one.
Dora. Fat Albert.
Yeah,
Who played Fat Albert?
Kenan Thompson.
It was Kenan Thompson.
Okay.
Yeah. Garfield the movie. I thought my kids think it was great.
I thought it was funny.
Garfield the movie?
I thought the cartoon and the movie were great.
I like the cartoon.
It's the writing.
I didn't like
it
the
doesn't
movie.
really have to. It's just the writing of that show.
How to Train Your Dragon.
Okay, that one didn't need to happen.
Inspector Gadget. Did you see it in the theater? Because that was Matthew Broderick, right?
Yes.
I had seen the cartoon, kind of enjoyed it, as much as any kid enjoys a cartoon.
Saw the movie, yeah. I
Okay.
liked the movie.
Let's see here. Jim and the Holograms. Justice League. The Last Airbender.
Oh, yeah. That one got a lot of trouble.
It did, because apparently it sucked. is what happened. A Loud House Christmas. Most people don't know Loud House unless you have kids about my age. So it was one of those shows that you watched along with Paw Patrol and all that kind of crap. Maybe a year and a half older than the Paw Patrol crowd. It was decent for what it was. I could sit through that one without getting angry. One of the more recent ones, and it's a remake of a remake, Masters of the Universe.
All right.
Has that already come and gone in the theaters?
Yes.
Because there was a lot of hype leading up to it coming out.
I think it's streaming on Prime now.
And then I felt like I just did not hear
It is.
anything else about it.
People enjoyed, because Jared Leto did Skeletor.
Oh, that was him?
Yeah, and I think people enjoyed that.
Okay.
Other than that, not much more to write home about. I think people enjoyed it and then just kind of let it pass.
They promo the hell out of it, though.
They did. And then you didn't hear a thing. So some of the other cartoons that were then made into live action feature movies, this in honor of Jim Carrey, apparently going to star as George Jetson in an upcoming Jetsons movie. Got Mr. Magoo. Everyone's favorite Peruvian bear, our boy Paddington. The Smurfs. Now, Miles, I know you liked this cartoon. I did not. I don't know if you saw the movie Speed Racer.
There was live action on that.
You never saw that?
No.
Okay. It was a very, like I said, I only saw the commercials. Lots of color and crazy stuff going on. But yeah, they did a live action Speed Racer. That was back in 2000.
I don't think you can take anime and make it into a movie. Live action.
Yeah.
I just think that's the one cartoon genre that's difficult.
There's a handful that have done it.
There's a handful.
I don't know. I don't know
how
if it
well they
translates.
get received.
Right. To your point, Miles, I don't know if it translates.
Yeah.
But
Let's see. Underdog. I remember when that came out. Woody Woodpecker. I did not know they made a live action movie of that. And then Scooby-Doo. Those are some of the basic cartoons that you see become live action. So now Jim Carrey gets to join that pantheon.
Scooby-Doo was awesome because that's when we got Velma in the tight suit.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
I never saw the movie. I heard a lot about
Linda
that.
Cardellini. Yeah, man.
Thanks, Steve. We appreciate it. Headlines coming up next.
Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill. Now, let's see what's happening in the real world.
All right, here we go. A woman uses her child to steal items from a local Target store. Meanwhile, another lady shows her roommate shoots her over what she puts in a kitchen drawer. Memphis news anchor falls asleep while live on the air. A man fills a hotel bathtub full of potatoes while he was staying there. And today's rescued animal is a raccoon with a mayonnaise jar stuck on its head. And it's time for your headlines.
Now, it's time to hit the headlines. Here's my car.
All right, top story. We go to Memphis, Tennessee, where the local news anchors just know how to relax. The Fox 13 affiliate had gone out of the studio for a segment from a reporter downtown who gave her piece with professionalism and flair before sending it back to the studio for the anchors to take us to the next story, as we've seen over and over and over again. But when she handed the broadcast off, the shot cut to the anchor desk, where the anchor was fast asleep.
Oh, yeah.
She was out. Her eyes just started to open as the shot cuts to the next segment, but the damage had been done. Mortified by what had just happened, she was quick to clear the air as to why she was just so tired on the air that morning. It turns out that she, like many parents before her, had been up all night with her 8-month-old child who is currently teething and was having trouble falling asleep. By the time she had finally gotten herself to bed, she only had time to get about 2 hours of sleep before she had to get up for her early morning broadcast, leaving her no real chance of staying awake throughout the show. The clip has since gone viral.
The thing is, she said she was mortified because she's like, oh, man, this is going to be terrible and all this stuff.
Right.
Everyone was sympathetic, even her boss. She said, approached her like,
well, yeah.
hey, man, it's all good.
Yeah.
We get it.
And those guys, man, they used to go at 6 o'clock, kind of like radio. Now so it's like first at 4.
Right.
I mean, Jesus Christ, man, who's up at 4? I know a lot of people are.
Right.
But, man,
Not a lot of people.
You don't need to do traffic that early.
No.
The road is yours.
They're getting up at 3 a.m.
There's no one on the road.
That's why they're getting up that early. To beat all that crap.
No kidding. Goodness. I don't know how more of them don't fall asleep just in general.
Well, especially when you do, like weather, I get. although it takes longer than it should. But traffic, I'm like, it's 4:30 in the morning.
Right.
There's no traffic.
Exactly.
There's nothing happening out there.
Jeez, a whiz. In other news, we go to Georgia, where they're particular with where they put their belongings. According to authorities, the story goes that two roommates got into a heated argument one afternoon that eventually escalated to the point of violence. One of the two could take no more of the altercation and pulled a firearm on her roommate, killing him for his crimes. Authorities eventually arrived on the scene and arrested the woman, though she contends that she acted in self-defense. Now, unfortunately for her, prosecuting attorneys argue that the evidence shows that her roommate never pulled a gun on the woman, never hit, nor initiated the argument that led to the shooting, which was about where he was placing his kitchen items in their shared kitchen space.
Yep. I saw that.
She's been sentenced to 20 years.
Good.
No kidding. You get into an
That's
argument.
That's the length
fine.
you go to over that.
Right.
Not taking your stuff, not eating your food.
Right.
None of that.
I don't want the spoons there.
Yeah, don't put your spatula near my what? Now I'm dead.
Right. You're going to shoot somebody dead. You are going to murder somebody.
All you needed to do was just get a room. And you didn't even want a roommate. It's just the circumstances you were in at the time. And now you get this. Now you're dead because some nutbag is mad at where you put your blender.
Right. Like, I never had roommates, but I got to believe that at some point neither of you really want to live with each other that badly. Unless you're like the best of friends and you guys, back in high school decided that you're going to move out together. If you're getting into this situation, times are tough. You're just trying to tread water until we can hopefully get back out of this situation. We can't be amicable about this. We can't talk this out. We can't work it. No. You're going to shoot somebody. And now you don't have another roommate. Now you got to find a roommate.
Well, now you got a cellmate.
Exactly. And they put their belongings wherever they want.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Most of us have gone a little too hard on occasion or two, but a man in England is putting a lot of us to shame. The story goes that our boy ordered about $1,000 worth of drugs from the dark web, hallucinogenic drugs like MDMA. He booked himself into a travel lodge to enjoy said substances with some friends. 4 days later, he and his friends were found flying high, wearing women's underwear and holding a bag of potatoes. Don't worry, that comes into play. According to local police, they found our boy and arrested him after they found him in women's underwear attempting to fill the hotel bathtub with the potatoes that he had in his possession. I don't know why, but when a judge asked why he felt the need to fill the bathtub with the spuds, he simply replied, quote, felt like the right thing to do at the time.
Because he was high.
That's right.
Yeah, that was the thing. He wasn't lying. Like, dude, I was stoned, and for whatever reason, that was the move.
Right. And I've never done those drugs. I just don't know what he would be seeing, what he would be thinking, what he would be feeling, to where it's like, I need to fill this.
It's not that. It's more, if at any moment you feel that this is a good idea, somehow you can justify it in your head within 2 seconds.
Sure.
And then you do it because you feel like you're doing God's work, right? Of course. You're not trying to be a vandal. You're not just like, oh, man, we should plug this hole of potatoes. Why you got to that point, I don't know. But once you've made that decision, this becomes the most important thing that you can do.
There was a point in my life where I was enjoying the green just a little bit too much, and I would annoy my wife because I would, whatever it was, doing dishes or cleaning something or moving something around, I would always take the longest route to get there. I would always take the most complicated route to do whatever task it was that I was doing, because in my brain, this is the way that made sense.
This is the way.
As long as it gets done.
This is how, right. Why do you care? It's getting done.
Seriously.
Leave me alone. We're doing fine over here. But just in case those stories left a bad taste in your mouth,
thankfully, there's good news.
Let's go to Dallas for the latest rescue operation. Animal service workers in the area were called to the scene after a raccoon was found wandering a neighborhood for several days with its head stuck in a mayonnaise jar.
Mm-hmm.
White raccoon.
Yeah, I was going to
say. After repeatedly escaping attempts to capture the animal, crews were finally able to get their hands on the creature, basically after posting up at the base of a tree and waiting it out. Like, this thing was good at just scooting away from them until it ran up the wrong tree, and they're just like, all right.
I go up.
Come on. The raccoon was taken to a shelter where she was sedated, given fluids, and the jar was safely removed. Given her surprisingly good condition, she'll soon make her way back into the wild after they determined that she's suffered no further complications. She was pretty dehydrated and a little malnourished because she spent days with a mayonnaise jar over his head. But she'll be just fine. Men's Room Sports. The Mariners are here at home hosting the Rays all weekend long. Tonight's game is going to be on Apple TV. If you're not seeing it on your local listings, that's why it'll be on Apple TV. The rest of the weekend, they will be on Mariners TV. The Mariners Alumni Home Run Derby. That airs tonight at 9:15 over on Mariners TV. Okay. If you want to switch over to that. So the game's going to be on.
Ichiro wins.
You think?
Yes.
I mean, yeah.
Yes.
He's probably the youngest and the most fit of all of all that are
he
gonna
can
be
play
out there.
right now.
He could. He has.
I think he could.
He'll just run back on out there. So again, 9:15 over on Mariners TV for that. That should be a ton of fun. As far as your weather, things should be cooling down just a bit here over the weekend, with highs cooling down to the high 70s, low 80s, and the lows are sitting right around mid-50s overnight. We'll be back on Monday with mostly sunny skies and a high right around 78. That is it for your headlines. With that, Mike Hawk is out.
Guess what, folks? Guns N' Roses tickets all weekend long, and the lovely Jolene's going to come up just here momentarily.
Yes, indeed. It is all true, but in the meantime, well, we be all about this bitch. So listen, enjoy your weekend, and until Monday, please do what you do best and stay beautiful.
The Men's Room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network.
Oh, man!
A Double Flush production.
Right here in Whatcom County, we're more than just a dealership. We're your neighbors. At Honda of Bellingham, our local team has been keeping families on the road for 34 years. Looking for a compact SUV perfect for your PNW lifestyle? Fuel-efficient daily commuter? We got you. Or something with extra power to get you and your gear up to the mountain? Don't underestimate the Honda Ridgeline. Brand new Hondas. More affordable than you think, with financing that fits your budget. And drive confidently with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Local service. Affordable quality. That's the Honda of Bellingham difference. Visit us today at 2010 Iowa Street.
How We Made Your Mother is a rewatch podcast that looks back episode by episode at the hit TV show How I Met Your Mother. It's hosted by me, Josh Radnor, along with series co-creator Craig Thomas.
In seasons 1 and 2, we were joined by Neil Patrick Harris, Kobe Smulders, Bryan Cranston, Ashley Williams, Wayne Brady, Jenna Fisher and Angela Kinsey, Joe Manganiello, and my brilliant co-creator Carter Bays, and now we are diving into season 3.
So whether it's your 50th rewatch or your first time through, follow How We Made Your Mother wherever you get your podcasts.
Whether you're solving murders during breakfast, cracking cold cases on your commute, or playing amateur detective at bedtime, Amazon Music's got millions of podcast episodes waiting. Just download the Amazon Music app and start listening to your favorite true crime podcasts ad-free, included with